We're gonna take on the world. We're gonna take on the world.
All right, guys. That's it. All right, guys. Welcome back to Third Eye Truth Era. This is another live broadcast, episode 126.
Wow.
This is September 29th, Monday night, by the way, 2025, downtown St. Louis of Michigan. And I'm your host, James Gill. This is my co-host, Joe Hill.
Still here.
Still pouring his wine at the same time.
That's
That rhyme.
Good job. You're very impressive.
Oh, man. All right.
right.
We have a special guest tonight, guys. Connie Masterson Ross is in the house tonight. Welcome to the
Right
show.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
Oh, I didn't want to give you a machine gun shot.
You're
Shit.
shooting me already?
No. I just heard a lot of stuff in the pre-show, and like that's what you sound like you wanted to do.
Oh my gosh.
You want to shoot up somebody? Sorry, I was just back there listening.
You always hit.
No, I just went too far in the
I
buttons.
know you
went
did.
a little too far in the
That's all
buttons.
right.
Just one over in the buttons, and it gives me like the
So,
machine gun shots.
We're back on a Monday because last Monday we had off. Because
Yeah.
You weren't feeling well. You feeling a little better, buddy?
Yeah, I'm much better now, man.
Did you have the flu?
Yeah.
Cold?
No, I don't know what it was. It was I couldn't. I don't want to say this.
You couldn't
It
say
was a little,
you couldn't say off the potty.
no, see now you're just going too far now.
I don't know.
It was a little bit of
Could've.
everything, man. I just wasn't feeling well.
Just
But at least you're feeling better.
Yeah,
Though.
yeah.
I'm glad.
I
I'm glad you're
sweat-
healthy.
You know what I did? I kind of did the old remedy to sweat it out. You know,
Yeah.
like your mom, get under the covers, put the Vicks vapor rub, whatever the case may be, and sweat it out.
Hold your head over
did
the
that
pot
all the
of
time.
boiling water.
Yeah.
With
stuff
a
like
towel
that.
over
The
you.
old remedies.
I actually didn't. I felt like that on Saturday. Something I ate. I don't know.
No, it's something you drank.
No,
Oh,
it's something I ate. I ate that night.
I saw you Friday night.
I know, but I ate that night.
You ate those? Did you? Oh, speaking of ate, did you have raised chicken and?
Oh yeah, the ribs.
How'd you like them?
I love the ribs. I
You
love
like
the
chicken?
sauce. The chicken was. I like the chicken, but the chicken was kind of dry to me.
Oh, God. What'd you do? Put it in the oven?
No,
Dried it out?
no, I
Okay.
didn't do anything. I just ate it.
I thought it was pretty good.
I
Anyway,
liked it.
Anyway,
I
let's
liked
get on.
it.
Let's get
No,
on.
but I liked it. But I thought they were bringing a sauce or kind of rub on the.
It was
the
smoked chicken,
Yeah,
smoked
the,
ribs.
the smoke.
Bring
part
your
was-
own stuff.
How do you get rid of the smoke smell in my house now, though?
Oh yeah, dude. My refrigerator smell like smoked meat the whole
it
time.
does.
man.
Oh, for that I already cured that. It smells in my house.
Well,
I can't get rid of the
open
smell
the
in my house.
windows. I
Did
guess.
you
I don't know.
smoke it in your house?
No, we got it.
Just warming it up. It
Yeah.
makes the whole house smell smoke.
Yeah, every time I heated it up, it's my refrigerator.
Well, mind you, he gave us enough to feed a family of 4.
Okay.
Oh, I gave one of mine.
I heard you gave one and a half of chickens away.
Yeah,
I didn't get anything away.
yeah, I gave.
And you
half
didn't
chicken.
throw anything
No,
away.
I just
I
ate the
didn't throw
last
it,
of
yeah.
it.
That might have been why you weren't feeling so good.
No, actually, it was.
No, it was good though.
You know what? No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I won't credit to that.
No, I won't either.
But it was good. By the way, Ray, thank you so much for it.
I-
I appreciate it. I don't know about Joe, but
Oh, I loved it. I loved the hell
I
out of it.
appreciate
I
it.
can't wait. I can't wait to try the more of the burnt ends or the more
Rib tips?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I'm not saying there was anything wrong
No,
with
no,
the
no,
meat.
no,
I'm
right.
saying sometimes when you eat that much spice
Yeah,
and get
yeah.
it in your stomach,
Yeah,
it
doesn't
doesn't
agree
always
with you.
sit
I
right.
think it was the pizza rolls I had the other day on Saturday,
Yeah.
Friday night. In my eyes, I know probably what mine was. It's probably pizza rolls with everything I drank.
Oh, see, and thank you for being accountable. You held yourself
No,
accountable.
it's probably what I wouldn't.
'Cause
No,
I heard stories about you Friday
oh,
night.
oh,
After I
screw
left.
that.
After I left.
You're gonna get me all riled up. I'm gonna be pissed.
I'm not doing it. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Continue with the show. All right, Connie, welcome to the
Yeah.
show. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for joining us.
Thanks.
Joe, what have you been doing
What do you mean?
besides drinking that?
Actually, this
Start with the question. Go.
Oh, question. All right, Connie. Since you're new to the podcast, have you ever been on a podcast before?
No, it's my first time.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, there's a button for that?
I broke another cherry.
I knew
Oh,
it was-
boy, I
knew it
knew that was
gonna-
happening.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
He's got to mark it down too.
Oh yeah.
So you
Racking them up.
have no shame.
No shit. So, besides being the first time on the podcast, did you expect going to someone's house or a basement or
In other
attic?
words, what did you expect coming into this?
I had no idea.
Yeah, no idea.
So,
That's good.
yeah, I left my expectations at the door and just
Oh,
decided
there you
to
go.
come in with a good
Thank you.
attitude
Thank you.
and
There you
see
go.
what happens.
Why can't we get more like that? People think they're like
Oh,
going to a
well,
garage
or a basement or out in the woods. Or something.
Yeah. One person said to me when we were walking down the hall, I thought I was going to an attic. I went, "What, an attic? What do you think? We're kidnapping you?"
No, dude, it's
Jesus. But so people know who you are. Who is Connie Ross? Let people know who you are. and what,
Well, okay.
and what your background is and everything like
just
that.
give us a brief summary on how did you start and to where you are now.
Okay.
At high
So,
school. Start
yeah.
at high
So I grew up in Orlando, Florida.
Wow.
I was
Nice.
actually born in a hospital called Holiday Hospital, which used to be right next to ORMC, which was Orlando Regional Medical Center.
Okay.
And it got bought and it was renamed Arnold Palmer's Women's and Children's Hospital.
Oh, really?
And now it's the Winnie Palmer Hospital. So anyway, I was born in Orlando in the same month that Disney World opened. When I went to look up a research project, it said Disney World opened on my birthday, but I'm not sure the exact day that Disney World opened, but yeah. So that's what I have in common with my hometown.
I really don't know when it opened up.
1971,
Thank you.
October.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, I didn't know.
I was born October 16th, 1971.
That is awesome though.
Yeah, so I had a cool life growing up.
Yeah.
I had a my father was a firefighter for the city of Orlando, and my mom, she did this women's auxiliary for the fire department. And so sometimes when my dad was at work, he would work 24 hours on and have 48 hours off. And if there was a fire, my mom would pack us in the car and we'd go to wherever the fire was, and my mom would get out and serve Gatorade and water and snacks to the firefighters while they were fighting the fire. And my brother and I'd sleep in the back of the car, even on a school night, you
That's
know?
kind of cool.
Yeah. I actually saw my father fight some fires.
really?
That was really cool.
I bet
Yeah.
that was. Wow.
Yeah.
That'd be some kind of adrenaline rush, right?
It was. It was a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
that's
I actually
dangerous
saw
job,
him
right?
get caught in a window too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he kicked the ladder out from underneath him, and he was hanging in the window. His oxygen tank had gotten caught,
Oh,
but somebody went up and got him out. But yeah, that was a little
Wow,
scary.
wow.
I remember that. You know, there's few things you remember from your childhood, but
Yeah.
that was one thing I
Kinda
saw. I
freaky.
remembered.
I
You
got
know.
me freaked out to see that.
Mhm.
Dad, are you okay?
But another cool thing about that growing up was, you know, so he never had a decision on whether he was working on holidays or not. It was if it
Yeah.
fell on his shift, right? So it was either, you figured every year it was either Christmas Eve or Christmas.
Yeah.
And then one year we'd have off. And so that meant New Year's Eve and New Year's were also going to be the same years because they line up in dates. So but anyway, so on a Christmas Day, when my father was at the fire department, all the families would come down and they'd take the fire trucks out of the station and set up the apparatus floor with like games and
Oh, really?
food. And we'd all celebrate Christmas together at the fire station.
That's pretty cool.
And that was really cool.
It's a good memory.
Yeah.
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 That'd be kind of cool. I always wanted to be a firefighter.
That's a memory that kind of stands out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doing all that kind of stuff that stands out in a person's mind.
So I got a cool story that connects me to the Detroit Tigers.
Oh.
So, and now I forgot his name. Are you kidding me? Oh, yeah, I'm getting old. So anyway, there was a firefighter that worked at Station 1, which is the downtown station. My dad worked there for a while, and his name was Joe Samilano. And he would always have parties at his house, and he was always the big chef, and he'd make these pizzas. And so we got to know his family really well. And his daughter would babysit me growing up. Well, his daughter had a baby, and he plays for the Detroit Tigers.
Oh, really?
And his name is That's what I'm coming up with.
Oh man, you asking us?
Best player on Detroit.
Best player now?
Yeah.
Riley.
I don't know. I'm not a Detroit fan.
I can't even tell you.
You're not a Detroit. You don't.
Riley Green.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So his mom's last name is Sam Milano.
Yeah.
And yeah, she used to babysit.
That's
me
pretty
growing up.
cool.
Yeah. So
That's
that's
pretty
cool.
cool. Wow.
And I didn't even know that. My parents called and told me. So my father's still, although
He's an outfielder, isn't he?
retired,
Yeah.
they did this really cool thing where all the firemen go to Georgia in the end of September, beginning of October, and they all have this huge reunion of all the firefighters. And it started off with just the Orlando firefighters, and now it's firefighters from all over the country, and they all go there for a weekend to hang out together, and they have a hotel there, and every room's gone to all the firefighters for this reunion.
Wow. That's
super cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
So my parents are on the way home from that right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's man.
What's
That's
his
pretty
last name? I mean, his first name?
Riley Green.
Riley Green. Yeah.
I know it's Green. I just couldn't remember his first name. Riley Green.
I'm sorry.
say
You can see I'm not.
Joe
I'm
wants
not
to see that. He needs a visual.
I'm not a Detroit Tiger fan. However, I do root for them when they're not playing my Red Sox.
Right. So of course, you're a big Red Sox fan. When did this come about? Your
Okay,
father?
so my father, he grew up right outside of Boston.
Okay.
So, and then he moved to Florida in his senior year in high school.
Oh, that guy.
And my mom grew up in Maine, and she moved to Florida like when she was 7 or 8 years old, and they ended up at the same high school together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, New Smyrna Beach High School.
Okay.
Which is just south of Daytona. It's the local beach that everybody from Central Florida goes to.
Oh, okay.
If you're going to go to the Atlantic. I mean, most people don't go up to Daytona because it's vacation spot.
Yeah, just big vacation spot.
Yeah, and people want to go there. And we go to New Smyrna Beach.
Yeah, that's like a little more secluded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew he was. But she said his whole name. I was like, oh.
Yeah, so that was me. So my mom and dad, they met at a party. They got married. My dad had to go into the Air Force because he was about to get drafted. So he went in for a couple of years. And
does he still have does he have a Boston accent?
He says a couple of words.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you ask him,
Boston.
he can say it. Yeah. Park the car on the highway down. Bang a Huey.
Yeah.
You want to play some cards? Right.
Want some chowder?
Yeah. Clam chowder.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I grew up in Orlando, and I played every sport there was known to mankind. I grew up playing football. I confess that I really wanted to be a boy growing up. I wasn't quite sure why I was a girl, but which is kind of a topic with kind of what's going on now. But seriously, I was like, hey, for a little while, I was mad at my mom. I was like, why'd you make me a girl? I want to be a boy. I wanted to hit people. I just was like, I guess a lot of built up aggression. I don't know.
Sounds like
Rage.
So I pretty much spent my entire life in football shoulder pads and a football jersey.
Yeah.
And we played football in the front yard.
Who was your team for football?
Well, growing up, my father was a huge Miami Dolphins fan.
Yeah.
And he was like
in the 70s, they were pretty good.
Yeah, and he had those the zebra pants.
Yeah.
Remember those things?
That was pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
I like the old jerseys. I like how they're bringing them back.
Yeah.
So what are you a fan of now, though?
Football. I guess I'm a Detroit Lions fan. I don't know. I mean, I was like so we'll talk about growing up. So my father was from right outside of Boston, town called Taunton, Massachusetts. So anyway, he was a huge Red Sox fan, huge Celtic fan.
Yep.
He was actually kind of raised by his older brother. They were 10 years apart because his father was kind of tired.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he was expected as a child. So, but anyway, so my dad got his love of sports from his brother. So when I grew up in Orlando, there was one TV in the house, you know, and I was the remote.
Turn
You
the
know,
channel. Yeah,
there was no
remember
remote.
that.
I was the remote.
Turn the channel.
But as soon as
Get
we could,
kicked out the back.
yeah, well, as soon as we could get one of those satellites, you know, the big ones,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
we got the New England Sports Network, and that
Oh.
was it. So I pretty much watched Boston Bruin hockey, Boston Celtics, Boston Red Sox growing up. We never really watched the Patriots.
Patriots, yeah, they weren't that good. Back
No,
then. They had
no.
a couple of years they were a decent team. They played in
Yeah,
the Super Bowl in '85,
yeah,
and
yeah,
So, but other than that, they just really got started. in the
yeah.
late- the
Well, I
early-
think
early
my
2000s.
dad wasn't, you know, because they weren't any good. I don't know what it was, but he came to Florida and he liked
Miami,
Miami,
yeah.
you know, so we
Yeah.
were Dolphin fans. And then, you know, baseball, it was cool growing up in Orlando. We'd run up to Atlanta for a weekend or whatever. And my parents would take us to a baseball
Braves
game.
game,
So
yeah.
that was cool. That was when they used to have the Chief Nakahoma was his
really?
name.
Yeah.
And he was in the stands and he would
Beat
play.
on- oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I've been to one Braves game in Atlanta. Just
Yeah.
one, and it's a pretty cool park to
Yeah.
go to. But I never got to see that. Never got to
Oh,
see that. So.
yeah. And they had this, their mascot was called the Bleacher Creature, and he was green.
Oh, really?
And I remember that because I had one. I used to sleep with it. Yeah.
Shannon says, "What's up, girly?"
Hey, how you doing, Shannon? So I was talking about sports. So I played a lot of sports, baseball with the boys, football with the boys. They asked me if I wanted to be a cheerleader. I was like, I
Yeah.
don't think so, you know. But
I can't see
it
it.
was
Either.
like,
I can't see it
yeah,
though.
it was like
No.
maybe my freshman year in high school. I was like, you know, or maybe 8th grade. I was like, maybe I do like being a girl, you know. But anyway, so I started playing golf with my dad and my brother. I have an older brother,
Yeah.
and so my dad and brother would go out to play. We were members at a 9-hole public golf course in Pine Hills, and it doesn't even exist anymore. It was called Silver Pines Golf Course. But anyway, we'd go out there to play, and I wanted to go play just so I could drive the cart. I could have cared less about playing golf. I thought
all
it
I
was
wanted to do.
boring. Why would people want to play
Yeah,
golf? You
yeah.
know, I want to hit somebody. I want to throw a ball. I want to do something. I don't
I
want
was
to
the
play
same way
golf.
when I was golfing. My grandfather always took me out, just like
Yeah.
your dad did. And you want to ride the golf cart, drive it, same way. But he said, here's a club at 5. Here's a club. I'll let you drive if you can hit the ball.
Yeah.
Every time I hit,
challenge you.
yeah. So about 6 or 7, I finally learned that my own set and started hitting the shit out of it. And he says, huh. But that was in the baseball though. So then what really fucked everybody's up was I had a baseball swing and I had a golf swing.
Yeah. They're completely different.
Totally
swings.
different. So then when I got older, my golf swing, my baseball coach says, "You golf, don't you?" I went, "Yeah, how do you know? How can you tell?" He says, "You swing down on the ball. You need to swing level." I went, "Oh shit, that's fucking my game up." So I had to pick one. I picked golf.
Yeah.
I was a dumbass for that one, but I picked golf.
Why?
I don't know, because I think I would probably gone farther in baseball because I was a great catcher, but
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I was a better catcher than I was golfer half the time.
Yeah. Well, so I played a
Yeah.
little bit of golf growing up. Actually, the second hole
Well,
I
how-
ever played, I made a birdie on.
How old were you when you first started?
Like 8, 9, maybe. I remember driving my bike to the golf course, pulling my clubs behind me on a cart.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had to
Never
go
thought about
across the
that.
main road to get there, but there was a light, and it was by the YMCA, so
Right.
people were looking out for
Hey.
kids.
I can't complain because I seen people in Hawaii with a scooter with a moped connected to a big giant surfboard on the side. And
Yeah.
they're just mopeding along with this big old giant long surfboard, longer than their scooter. So you tailing that thing along, it doesn't.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Well, you do what you had to do. I mean, I
Yeah.
didn't want to walk there. It was over a mile. So,
That's kind
and I grew up in Pine Hills, which there's the high school. There's Maynard Evans High School.
Yeah.
I only bring this up because my parents are huge sports fans. That's one thing I grew up with. My mom loves to watch sports. So does my dad, and so I've always loved to watch sports. I'd rather watch sports than anything else on
Yeah.
TV. But Maynard Evans High was like right around the corner from our house. And at the time when I was in elementary school, there was a player there, and his name was Daryl Dawkins.
What?
Yeah, the
Really?
Chocolate Thunder
Thunder,
from
yeah.
Down Under.
Wow,
Yeah,
yeah.
baby. Yeah. So they knew
Breaking
about. So
backboards.
yeah, he broke backboards in high
Oh, yeah,
school.
definitely.
Yeah. So my mom and dad knew about him, and they always kicked themselves in the rear end for never going up to watch him play.
Oh,
So
man, that.
yeah, so now my mom and dad, so on their Friday nights, they find the best football teams or who has the best
Oh.
players in high school,
Yeah.
and they go to all these different games to watch the players play, and basketball during basketball
Season,
season.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's the mascot for Maynard's?
Oh,
Catching
you're
off
gonna
guard.
kill me if
I was
somebody's
kind of curious.
listening
I'm
out
trying to think
there.
of Maynard's.
Evans.
What kind of mascot would that be?
I don't know.
Bobcat.
I could text my girlfriend. She graduated from there. I don't know
No,
what
that's
it
all right.
is.
I'll
But
look it up later.
yeah.
Yeah, he'll do the fact check.
Yeah, I'm kind
Yeah.
of curious now because I'm trying to think Maynard's high school. What kind of
Maynard Evans was the name
Maynard
of
Evans.
it.
It's even
so.
worse. I wouldn't know what kind of mascot that would be. Let's take a
Yeah.
guess. See what I'm going with that?
I don't know. So if many of my friends are listening
You
out
probably
there
would
from
never guess that
Orlando,
either.
they're
I know, I
gonna
would never guess it.
they're gonna be
Sorry, now
upset
I'm
with
gonna guess
me.
it. I have to look it up.
But so anyway, I went to Catholic school, played sports, softball, soccer, volleyball,
The whole 9 yards.
basketball, and
You're probably a good spiker for volleyball, were you? Were you? Did you have the height?
I was this
Yeah.
tall since like 7th grade.
Really?
I
Yeah.
was gonna say you're probably good at volleyball.
Yeah, I don't remember. It wasn't that much. It didn't interest me that much,
Yeah.
but they needed me to play. So
And
yeah,
you love playing sports.
yeah.
being
So
active,
yeah.
It was a piece of
Yeah.
cake. Was it easy for you to transition to different sports?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just always been super athletic.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Ever get in there and just play anything? So
Yeah.
what position at basketball did you play?
Center.
Center?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But well, when we graduated, so I went to Catholic school, and when I graduated 8th grade, I had to walk by myself because I was the tallest one.
Did
in
you
the
really?
class. Yeah. I've shrank. I used to be like 5'10".
Yeah.
But and then of course my mom puts me in this big frilly dress, and I am so not girly at all, and so I'm walking in these little heels, and I'm like
Wobbling.
shaking, and I get
Can't
in and
see
I
no
sit
heels.
down in the pew, and I open my legs and push my hand down, and I look over at my mom. She's just shaking her head like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
They're the Trojans.
Trojans.
I
Oh,
would
I
never-
should have
I would
remembered.
I
never-
knew it'd be
that.
a mascot you wouldn't even think of.
I would never think of that. It's kind of cool looking Trojan. Sorry.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like
it
that.
is.
I think
Yeah.
I like that mascot. That's kind of
Yeah.
cool looking Trojan. Actually.
So when I went to high
I
school,
would buy that shirt.
I just decided to play basketball,
Yeah.
and I went to some camps and stuff, and my brother played on the golf team. He was a senior, and there were 5 girls on the girls team, and they play 6. So they were all seniors. They were really good. They kept going to state every year,
Yeah.
and they didn't want to have tryouts because they didn't want a bunch of girls that didn't know how to play
Oh.
golf. So they said, they were asking around, do you know anybody that plays golf? And my brother's like, yeah, my sister plays golf. She's pretty good. She wouldn't get in your way. And so he asked me, and I was like, well, can I still play basketball? Because they were in the same season. And I did it. I used to
Did
go.
both of those sports?
Well, yeah,
Oh,
because
that's right,
the
'cause
golf
it's-
course was backed up to our high school. So I go over, jump the fence, and I get my clubs, change my clothes, put my golf clothes on, practice, and then I change into my basketball clothes, come back over, jump the fence, go to basketball practice.
Funny
and
thing
my-
is, they can play all year though.
yeah,
That
but they would pick me up
sucks.
at like 9:30 at night, and I go home, do my homework, go to bed. That's what I did every day
Do it
my
all over, yeah.
freshman year. Yeah.
Wow.
But why I decided on golf
Okay.
was we did win districts, and I didn't get to play because you only play 5 at districts and at states.
Yeah.
But I was the alternate, so I got to go. So we go to states, and we have 2 rooms. And so we're 3-2. So of course I'm in the one with the 3, whatever. So we have adjoining rooms and the girls come in and oh, mom and dad, I hope you don't listen to this. They plug up one of the tubs and they unzip their bags and they're just pulling alcohol out of their bags, throwing it in the tub, and they throw a bunch of ice in there,
That's a
put
Catholic
water
school
in
for
it,
you.
and they're like, everybody showers in this one. This is where the alcohol goes. And I was like, I like this golf. I was just a kid, you know.
Funny thing is, that's how it really is, though. It is.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, but the funny thing is, that's a Catholic school.
I know.
I know
Yeah,
those Catholic
Those
girls.
Catholic people, man.
Yeah.
Shut up! Wait a minute, I'm Catholic.
Yeah.
Hot, cold, and kettle
I
black.
know.
Yeah.
Hey, no, screw that. I did that in high school.
I know you did.
I think we had fun in high school.
So I was like, I like this golf. And
Yeah.
I got really good. I mean, I was shooting when I started, I was probably shooting low 50s. And then by the end of the season, I was shooting like around 43, 44 for 9 holes.
That's not
And
bad.
that was probably like 6-8 weeks.
How old
So
were you?
13.
13? You're shooting 40 something at 13?
Yeah. And then so
So impressed, Joe.
one of the
Okay,
girl,
well, I
one of the girls, well, I was
I am.
athletic.
I
But
am,
so
actually,
one of the
yeah.
girls on the golf team's mom came to my dad and said, "Listen, if your daughter wants to play golf, you need to sign her up in every tournament you can put her in, because there's no experience like the experience you get from playing in a golf tournament when you're under pressure.
Yeah.
That's when you see how good your
Yeah,
golf
really
game
are,
really
yeah.
is." So my dad, the fireman that he was, 24 hours on, 48 hours off. And then every 9th day he had off. So he would take a vacation day to give himself like 5 days off in a row. And he would take me to these tournaments.
Oh, that's cool.
And so I went
That's
all
kinda
over the
cool.
state playing golf tournaments after my freshman year of high school. That was super cool.
And plus, he had the love for golf too. So
Oh, I
that
love
helped out a
golf.
lot,
Yeah, yeah.
Man. So your sophomore year, did you drop your score down? Where you're
Oh, yeah. I was shooting in the high 30s, low 40s by the time my sophomore year started.
Jesus.
Like regularly. But I was playing and practicing every day,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know.
you guys can down there in Florida. Up here after a while, no, screw that.
Yeah, well, I remember I had a lot of
cold.
trouble getting out of bunkers, right?
Oh,
I do
When
too.
I first learned how to play. So my
Still-
dad had this huge pile he got this huge pile of sand, threw it in the backyard, threw a bunch of golf balls down there and said, "Figure it out."
No, the
That's a
sad
good
thing
way
is-
to do it, though.
And I worked at it
Yeah.
so hard that I
Still
was
can't.
like, okay, I could 3 or 4 putt a green, but I could hit it in from the bunker. And so I would get to sometimes and my dad would say, "Hit it in the bunker." You see how I was putting for the day.
He knew that you can do it from bunker.
So James,
Yeah.
what do you shoot for 9 holes?
Dude, I'm horrible, man. Don't bring my game up. My game is awful.
So what can you?
Dude, I don't even know what I can shoot. Look, he took me out one time, and I'm horrible at golf.
Yeah.
And he knows. I've only played golf like a couple of times in my life.
I give you that. I give you
I
that.
could teach you how to play.
Oh, see that thing?
Say.
He wants to laugh at it.
Well, the
I'll-
thing is,
I'm gonna
it
take you
would,
up on that.
it
It's
might
tough.
be, 6-8 lessons. I could get you good enough. You might be beating him.
Yeah, right.
What do you shoot for 9 holes?
9 holes?
Tell
It
the
depends
truth.
what course.
Okay,
I would
well,
say,
let's on
I would, no,
average.
I would say on average about now, since I don't play as much as I used to, probably mid 40s.
All right.
40,
So
41.
not bad.
Yeah, I'm still shooting where I'm supposed to be shooting, but if
Well, who says where you're supposed to shoot?
all my coaches were your age, and if I was practicing every damn day, if I was playing
Yeah.
every weekend,
Yeah.
then I would probably be shooting par still to
Yeah.
this day, but I don't.
So would I.
Yeah.
But I rather do other stuff in life. So that's that. And I had a kid, and it kind of took my game away from that.
Oh, I understand that.
Yeah.
That kind of,
Yeah.
my son, my oldest son, Ethan, I actually got pregnant with him on the tour, and he it didn't come at the best time. I was
Yeah.
really starting to play some great golf and starting to make some money. And then all of a sudden I found out I was pregnant and I was like, wow,
If you make the cut, you always make.
And then I woke up the next day and I had a little bit of spotting and I freaked out.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, I can't lose this baby, and then I
Oh,
realized like
yeah.
I'm a mom, yeah, I might be a golfer, but I'm a mom,
Yeah.
Mom first, yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I was smoking like a pack of cigarettes a day on the golf course too.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know.
And I quit cold turkey, and that was really hard to
I bet.
caddy for me.
So you really think after how many lessons? 8?
I don't know.
Dude, I'm a fast learner, man. Just give me the
Well,
give me
the
right
thing is,
direction,
there's there's just a couple of things, right? Because you got to think about it this way. You got to break down a golf course, right?
Yeah.
So what if you get your short game really good, like you can get it up and down almost all the time. If you can get anywhere around the green in 2 shots on a par 4, you got a chance to make 4 or 5, right?
Yeah.
If you're really good at your short game.
I just can't get out of the sand myself. That's the only thing I can't do. And I live on the fucking beach.
Get a bunch of sand and figure it out.
Yeah.
I live on the sand. That's the
Put
funny
some balls
thing.
in there and then
I just couldn't get
figure
out
it
of the sand.
Oh.
I can't figure out how to, because you're not supposed to hit the sand at all. So I can't.
What are you talking about?
Okay, no, you can, but you're not supposed to put. I always like to put my club down first.
No, you're not
Yeah.
allowed to do that.
I like putting my club
But
down first.
yeah, but the sand, but hitting the golf ball is not what gets the ball out of a bunker.
Yeah.
Well, greenside bunker.
Yeah.
The sand is what lifts the ball out. So yeah,
I don't like hitting the sand.
I remember being a kid and this guy came to the course and he had a sand wedge and he took the center of it out. So it was just a frame.
Yeah.
And he went in and was hitting bunker shots like this far from the hole, just to prove that it's the sand that gets it out, not the face of the club.
That's smart.
Yeah.
I never really thought about that. But
Yeah.
I think I probably have all the coaches in my life. 'Cause I did go to school for it myself. Did you go to school for golf?
No.
You didn't go to school for golf, and you just went.
No, so how it went was my like quick blow. My sophomore year, I was still at the Catholic school. They had tryouts for girls golf, and all these girls showed up, and none of them had ever played before. And there was one girl that had, and so we would play 9-hole matches. There were 10-stroke limits on the hole, and girls were shooting 90, and it'd get dark before we'd ever finish. I'd hit my ball and go sit on my bag. I hated it. So at the time, we had moved a little further out from Orlando. We lived in a town called Mount Plymouth, so we could be on a golf course. And my dad actually became the assistant pro at the golf course. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, because that was his career change after retiring from the fire department. So
Did you retire after how many?
26 years.
26. Okay.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
for him.
with whatever full
Yeah.
benefit. Yeah,
good
if
for
he
him.
stayed any longer, it was not smart. So, but anyway, yeah. So we moved out to Mount Plymouth, and I ended up going to Mount Dora High School. And I begged to go there because my parents were like, "You're going to Catholic school. We're paying for Catholic school. You're staying in Catholic school." And I was like, "Please let me go to the public school," because there was a girl that went to Mount Dora the year before that played on the boys team, and her name was Jenny Holloway, and she was awesome. Yeah. But when you play on the boys team, you got to play from the boys' tees,
Yes.
So I begged, and finally my parents gave in. They let me go to school. So I get to Mount Dora High School. This is funny. And the golf coach for the boys team comes up to me and says, "We decided we're going to start a girls team this year since you're here." I said, "If you start a girls golf team, I'm playing basketball. I'm done playing golf." He said, "Okay, we'll start it after you leave." Because at the time I started shooting around par, my junior year in high school, because I'd been playing in tournaments. So I would play from the blue tees with the guys, and of course I wasn't long enough to get to some of the par 4s and 2, but I had an incredible short game, and I got it up and down from inside 100 yards. I worked on it all the time. And I was like, probably realistically in high school, I was probably 7 to 8 out of 10 inside 100 yards getting it up and down. Like I was about 80%, 75 to 80%, because I had to be if I wanted to shoot a good score.
Yeah.
So I worked on it all the time. And my boys they gave me a hard time. The boys I played on the golf team with, they had a name for me. I can't say what it was. It was awful.
Oh, I want to know.
They were
I wanna-
awful. They called me Hoback.
Oh no.
Isn't that awful?
I thought you were gonna say it.
I know.
I thought something with golf.
And then like our first tournament, they get me because of course I've had kids, I've gained some weight, but I was thin in high school, and they got me these like Daisy Duke shorts to wear to the matches,
Yeah.
and they tell me bend over
Smart.
all the time in front of the boys,
Smart, actually.
you know,
That is kind of smart.
to try and distract them so we could win.
Yeah. That's kind of smart.
They had a game plan.
Oh
too.
man, yeah.
Wow.
Did they say
Uh,
bend over, Hobag?
No, they never called me that in front of anybody else. They called it to me around when nobody was listening.
Then all the guys would probably look. What?
What? Yeah.
Actually, when I was playing golf, I always had headphones on.
Yeah.
Headphones and my backwards hat, and they all looked at me. Everybody always looked at me and said, "Oh, he can't play. What the hell is he's got headphones in. Why does he care?" Oh,
Yeah.
I loved it. I was had my headphones in and just played.
No
So,
distractions.
No distractions, no nothing. I wish I could still do that on the tour if I ever
Oh no,
made
you
it that
can't
far.
do that.
I know. If I ever made it that far, oh dude, I would love it.
Oh,
This-
yeah.
So
It's a lot of like
there's a lot of rules.
the adrenaline rush that you get from being inside that ropes is like nothing you can experience in your entire life. Walking up to
Yeah.
a green when you're like the third or fourth to last group.
Yeah.
And on Sunday, and all the stands are full and they're screaming. I like remember St. Louis walking up, and my husband could tell you this because he was caddying for me at the time. They were screaming so loud, you know, that the ground was shaking as we were walking. It was unbelievable. It was like
Really?
nothing I'd ever
That's a
felt
memorable
before.
moment right
That was
there,
pretty
tell you.
cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Now,
Yeah.
when you were in high school and competing with other schools all over, who's your biggest rival?
Like for
What-
high schools or for like girls or
Girls,
boys?
just for girls.
Well,
whatever
see,
that-
by playing on the boys team, I played against the boys.
right.
So yeah, but there was a girl from Crystal River. Her name was Justina Hopkins, and we got to be pretty good friends, and we played a lot of golf together. And she was from Inverness. No, she would kill me if I said that. But anyway,
You're still friends with all these people?
Crystal River. Yeah, well, she was my roommate in college my first 2 years. So yeah, that was fun.
Where'd you go to college?
Well, I went to Jacksonville University for 2 years in Jacksonville, Florida, and then I went to UCF for 2 years. I
Oh, really?
graduated, or
Really?
2.5. Yeah, I
Yeah.
graduated from Central Florida,
So you're a fan of UCF still?
the Golden Knights.
Yeah.
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 Well, they did get rid of my golf coach after I left for not like the NCAA was investigating
Really?
the baseball team, and they needed somebody to go down, so they took my coach out. That
scapegoat.
really made me upset.
Wait a minute. They took the golf coach away?
Hey, you
yeah.
come here. Get out of here.
Yeah, because they cooked up something to make
Oh,
him
really?
look bad,
made
so
him
that
look
they
bad
would. Yeah,
Instead of the other coach?
they ended up getting caught, but.
I was saying,
But anyway, the first letter I ever
Holy
got
shit.
after they fired my coach, the first letter I ever got from UCF, you know, about sending them some money, I put $1 in it, and I told them that's what I thought of their athletic program. I was mad.
I bet you were. There you go.
Here's
Take
a-
that dollar.
Here's
Oh.
$1. You fired my coach.
Yeah.
They planted.
He was awesome.
They
He just
planted-
was terrible at accounting. You know what I mean? Like, you want to talk about this guy? Okay, was a head pro at a golf course, so you know he wasn't making a ton of money down there because you know you could throw a rock anywhere in Florida and hit a golf course. You
Oh, yeah,
know,
definitely,
so they're not making tons of money. I mean, they make a lot more money up here than they do in Florida, unless you're at a great golf course. But anyway, so I mean, they couldn't have been paying him more than like 10 grand a year to be a golf coach, you
Yeah.
know? And and then giving him a little bit of money to try and figure out uniforms and places to practice. And we spent a lot of time at his golf course. And where was the compensation for that?
Exactly, yeah.
So the thing was, they went into his books and he didn't have all the receipts he needed. He went down because they wanted to hand him up to the NCAA. So keep him away from the baseball team.
And the baseball team probably pretty good then at that point.
Yeah, they were good.
I like how they were trying to go after the baseball team. Oh, this guy's
he's walking by and saying, "Hey, you come here, get in here.
You're the reason why."
We'll see your receipts.
Yeah.
That's pretty messed up though.
Yeah, I mean, I was upset about it, but I've gotten over it.
Yeah.
I'm older now.
Yeah.
Life happens,
You
and
don't seem too bitter about it at all.
Hey,
It is what it is. That's.
I mean,
crazy.
how many new athletic directors have they had there now? They probably don't even
Probably.
know.
Yeah.
They're getting more well known just for all their sports right now.
I know they have a really awesome team. My niece is a freshman there.
really?
Yeah, my brother's daughter, my youngest niece. Yeah.
What's she doing? Just going to school there?
She's a freshman. She's going into policing,
Really?
doing the what do you call it, CSI stuff?
Yeah.
She wants to do forensics.
They have
And they have a great
I heard they
forensics
have
program.
I heard they have good program down there.
Yeah, I got to go to her graduation this summer, and so my brother took me out to UCF to walk around. The core center of UCF is what was there when I was there, and everything. I didn't even recognize anything.
Really?
It was unbelievable.
You didn't recognize anything?
Well, I went into the student center, the student center now, which was the student center when I was there, but we had classes upstairs. Yeah. And I remember walking up that staircase to go to economics. I hated economics. That's why I remember the staircase.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
From Shannon.
Yeah.
Bill wants to know what happens the 13th tee on Saturday.
What? Oh.
Now it hits. Should have let it set in for a
I was
second.
playing with Bill on Saturday, and I got up on the tee, and I cold shanked it into the trees.
That's what he would have done.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yes. I'm serious.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
he would have done the same thing.
yes. I got a lot of injuries going on right now.
So
I haven't been playing golf.
What happened when she hit the ball? It went like totally the
straight right.
Straight right.
Yeah. It went right off the hosel of the club.
And just totally went the opposite.
Yeah. So then, okay. And Bill, we'll bring this up. Bill's driving the cart, right? So he drives up right next to my golf ball, and I'm out. Like my husband always says this. You know what the hardest shot to hit is?
The next one
after a shank, right?
Yeah.
Because you're never thinking about hit. Well, you're not thinking about hitting a. Maybe you're thinking about hitting a shank, but for the most part, you're not thinking about hitting a shank, right? So when you do it, you're like,
shit.
Well, how did that happen, right? So then all of a sudden you're like, oh God, please don't shank it again.
Did you really think that?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but I looked at Billy. And I said, you sure you want to park the cart there? I just shanked it here.
I always tell people the same thing. You sure you want to walk that far up in front of me?
I know, right? Yeah.
Are you sure?
Well, I watch these guys on TV. Like the guys on TV are phenomenal. Oh my! I can't believe how far they hit the golf ball now. But then the thing is you see them. Okay, they hit a shot way right, way left. Even with the Ryder Cup this weekend, right?
Oh, I know. I watched some of it.
But so anyway, all these people are lined up over their next shot. You know.
Yeah.
And I said, that was me. Sorry, I'll silence my phone. I forgot. Thanks for not calling me anybody. But I'm watching from TV and I'm thinking, okay, he's not perfect. You just saw him miss a shot way left or way right. And you want to stand that close and the club head speed and that ball's going that fast, it'll kill you.
Yeah.
You know, I've actually seen somebody get hit by a golf ball.
I have too. Plenty of times.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what though. It makes me laugh every time I think of it.
Oh my gosh. Are you laughing at somebody's pain right now?
Yeah, he is.
Wow.
That's one though. So we're at a golf tournament. Actually, I think it was in high school. Oh, I was in high school then when this one happened. So I was in high school, and they said, okay, go across. You guys can just go across. They're on the tee box. So it was you ever play Pebblewood?
Uh-huh.
So I think it was the ones that's in the little brush area when you just walk by and you go to back to the golf course. So it's like in a little hidden area.
Yeah.
I think it's 18.
Oh, you're talking about 17?
Yeah.
Or yeah, it's 17.
Yeah. 17.
No, 16, 17, 18.
Oh, yeah. So
16, the little par
Yeah.
3.
So
yeah.
16. So they said, go ahead, just walk by. So there was a bunch of us, and all of a sudden, D2D behind us, we always call them sometimes because he
Don't wanna say
was.
his real
Okay.
name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he was.
Yeah.
He just walks, he just says, wait up, guys. And the guy's hitting, wham, right on his ass.
Oh my gosh.
actually, right here on his inner thigh.
Oh,
right here.
wow.
So then he says, oh, mother. And he says, that hurts. And all of a sudden his leg swelled up.
Oh,
and so
I
we said,
bet.
hey, lift up your pant leg for a minute. He says, why? We need to see if you're bleeding at least.
Right.
Make sure nothing's really
Split the
damaged.
skin.
Yeah. So we the coach comes and he says, what happened? I said, D2D got hit.
D to D.
He says, really? Where? I said, so he's lifting up his pant leg. You could see every indentation.
Oh yeah,
Divot.
the
Yes,
dimples,
the dimples from the golf ball.
From the golf
every
ball.
single one. And
Yeah,
just the number a little
Yeah.
bit because he hit him so hard. Oh man, I felt so bad for him, but just laughing my ass off. We all were.
I feel like I feel like
I don't think you felt bad for him.
no.
We still say about that.
I know.
We talk about that every time we see him when we all meet up and say, hey, remember that day you got hit by a golf ball?
Yeah,
Oh man, that's got to be the worst feeling.
It hurt.
I bet.
yeah.
Couldn't walk for a week. It swelled up.
Wow.
Couldn't sit down.
Oh,
I hit myself with a golf ball in junior golf. I was playing in one of the Disney courses, the Palm. And there's the Palm and the Magnolia. They used to have the Disney tournament
Isn't that
there.
is that named differently back then, or is it still the same?
No, well, no. Those courses, they're the ones right in
Disney.
Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one's called the Palm on the left,
still-
and the one on the right's the Magnolia. And
it's still the same, isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I played
yeah,
the Palm.
Yeah. So I played the Palm
Yeah.
junior golf, and I think I had 4-iron in my hand or a wood, and I hit a really good shot, and I hit the tree right in front of me,
Oh, you're
about like
Oh.
10, maybe
That's
10
wonder
feet
how
ahead
you
of
did
me, and I just had enough reaction time to turn my head, and it hit me in the side of the head and the ear,
Oh.
and I went down to the ground. And my dad's like, "Oh my gosh, what happened?" And here I got blood coming from my ear. My dad's like,
shit.
and I'm like, I'm fine. Let me go. I got up. I was like, I want to play. Yeah, well, you can. He's like, you're all right. So
Some dirt on it.
yeah, that's right.
I was in a 4-man scramble at Blossom Trails
Yeah.
just for a fun one, but we could win maybe some prizes at the end and a trophy. That's all I wanted was a trophy. So I got myself a ringer. Of course, all of a sudden, no one said 4. All of a sudden, I said, dude, there's a ball coming. And I tried to push him out of the way. I pushed him right into it.
Oh my gosh.
Dude,
Wow.
you
Wow.
He gets
you
hit
have
in
a
the-
very dark
I am
side.
not playing golf with him.
he
You have
gets
a
hit
very
in the
dark
head.
side when it
He
comes
gets
to
hit in
golf.
the head and the shoulder, and boom, collapses. I looked at him. I said, "Dude, are you dead?"
Wow.
You have a very dark.
I didn't do it on purpose. I needed him.
If you didn't, you would have left him.
I didn't want him to go down. I needed him. He had his whole shoulder was all black and
Oh,
blue.
boy.
He said, "Oh man, I got hit by a golf ball." I said, "Yes, you did.
Yeah.
And you fell down like a big sack of tomatoes."
Potatoes,
Well.
you mean?
No tomatoes. Potato.
Right, whatever.
Because there was blood.
Oh.
Dude, if you get hit by a golf ball, you go down. And it,
Wow.
it does hurt. I haven't got hit yet, but
Yeah, you can knock on wood.
Oh, no, okay.
Because all this laughing at people right now is going to catch up to you.
Yeah.
Well, I did get hit because I was driving the driving range ball thing.
Oh, yeah, but you're protected,
Yeah, I was
aren't you?
protected.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
aim for them on
I
purpose.
mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do, because if you can hit that, you can hit anything. You can hit
Yeah.
your next shot.
Oh, moving card?
Yeah.
A moving cart. Yeah.
I was in one of those picking up the golf balls. That was my first job. I was working on a golf course.
Really? That was your first time? Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you cut a paper out. I got paid, but
I had a paper round. I didn't
yeah.
pay
So,
much.
but my
That sucked.
my real job was at a golf course when I was 14 years old.
Yeah.
Man, driving ball range and cart boy.
Yeah. Shit.
I worked at Winn-Dixie. I was a cashier.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? There's something they don't tell you about Florida. Especially at that time, women would carry their money in their bra,
Yeah.
and it's like 100 out.
Oh, sweaty money is the
Oh,
worst.
and here you are, you're the cashier, and they pull it out, and you're like, oh, you're like, I'm not gonna touch that.
Oh,
How
that's
do you think
the
he
worst.
feels? He's a bartender.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. I'm like,
man.
oh,
Yeah.
why-
He experienced it
why is it all
now.
wet?
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I've had it happen a few times.
A few times.
Yeah, on a hot summer night.
How many times this summer?
Ooh, no, they're not as many because a lot of people use cars now. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
when I first started, oh man,
Oh,
reach deep in there,
there's nothing worse. Yeah.
and then pull it out.
Oh,
Here you go.
yeah.
They don't even want to touch it.
I
That's how bad
know.
it is.
Yeah. Here you go. Hey, just put it on the counter.
I'll put that at the bottom of the.
Yeah.
So, can you guys admit this? Is it hotter in Florida, or more humidity in Florida than it is up here?
Yeah.
I think there is.
Hotter and humid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God. People say no. It's about
Further-
the same.
further-
No,
further
know
south.
my
I
my-
say the same thing.
no, my skin is super dry up here, and I can feel it in the air when I breathe it. When I go home, I know I'm home because the air's different. Like it's heavier. I don't know how to explain it.
Are you better down there? You're saying?
Yeah, for you. Yeah. I mean, it's like
It is what it
it's
is.
the difference between moist air and not moist
Yeah,
air,
yeah.
right?
She
I
said
mean, you're
moist.
thinking about I did say
She
that
said
word.
moist.
Of course, you pick that out.
So of course, yeah.
All words in it.
Well, you think about like a heater, right?
Yeah.
It's hot and dry. You wake up in the morning and you're like, drying in back of your throat. So I mean, if you got a humidifier going,
Yeah.
you don't have that. So that's the kind of the difference between Florida and
of course,
here.
the further south you go, the more humidity you pick
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's hardly ever below 80, 75, 80% in Florida. I mean, every day it's like,
Wow.
especially the summer,
Yeah.
105, 100% humidity,
I've never had a chance
98%
for
humidity. Like you walk out of your door and you're
It's like
soaking wet.
I couldn't do it.
And then you think, oh, I'll go in the swimming pool. Oh, the swimming pool's hot too. It's like jumping in a bath.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the
Like,
swimming pool's about
that's
85.
really
face first.
refreshing. That's right.
The pool's 75 degrees and
Yeah.
the higher. I'm thinking, why would I want to do that?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
This is why they have them enclosements in the pool, the
Yeah.
things over the top
yeah.
nowadays.
I mean, you can get a cold pool. Like my brother lives in Orlando, and his
cold pool?
huh?
You just said you can get a cold pool.
You could get a colder pool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like he has trees around his, and so it
Oh, so you're
partly
saying like
shades
that.
it some of the day, so
Yeah.
it keeps it a little cooler in his pool. What? You can add cold
I
water
know,
to it.
but I was thinking like a heater up here.
Temperature gauge.
Like a
Oh.
heater up here. You're
Like you
pumping,
got-
in,
you're
you're
like a-
pumping in cold water all the
You're
time.
throwing ice
Yeah.
cubes in.
I was thinking you're pumping in cold water instead of hot water like up here. You want
Honey,
one
the
more
ice
ways to get
truck's
it.
coming. Empty the pool a little bit.
You got a thing of pumping in cold water all the time. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Wow, how's that wine?
Yeah.
Hey, shoot. Yeah,
pretty
almost
good,
gone.
actually. No, I'm not. Trust me, I'd be feeling that 9.
You almost we got another
Oh.
half to go.
Yeah, I got another half to go.
Oh shit! Here we go.
So
Yeah, so you wanted to know. So, like from high school, I played in college, and after my senior year in college, I stayed an extra semester to get my degree because my dad was like, listen,
What
you're
do you have
getting your damn degree.
what
You
do
can
you-
go play golf anytime.
What do you have a degree in?
Physical education, K through
Really?
8, 6 through 12.
There
And
you
You're a teacher? You have a degree in teaching?
yeah,
Have you used it?
never.
Never.
No. I did when I was doing my internship.
She
Yeah.
said never.
Never. No.
Can you? Would you?
I don't want to say it like
Like
that because I
sub?
substitute teach at the high school,
Oh,
and I actually took over for one of the physical education teachers at the high school when she was pregnant for
Oh.
like 9 weeks. So
that's kind of cool. At least you still sub. If they asked you, would you do it? You can for a sub.
oh
You
yeah,
would- you
yeah,
would- you
yeah.
wouldn't do
No,
it all year
I'm
round.
still, I haven't started subbing again this year, but I plan to. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like, and you know what? Most people like have their whatever they like. I like subbing at the high school,
That'd be
and
fun. I always wanted
I mean, the kids can be a little bit, but they're actually pretty good.
Now, quick question is: we're in the same age group.
Mm-hmm.
What games do you miss that they don't have in schools now? When you were in school?
You leave me out on this
Ah.
question.
I don't know.
What?
You leave me out on this question because I'm not.
No, I'm saying.
No, I'm
she's a-
just- I
she's a-
don't-
She's a substitute teacher. She's talking about teaching.
Oh, you're
Oh.
talking about teaching. I think you're talking about when you were in school and she was in
Well,
school.
no, I don't really remember. It seemed like we did a lot of like shuttle runs and
What about dodgeball or?
oh yeah, I love dodgeball.
things
Yeah,
like that, things like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Were you picked first?
No,
I,
you know
I
what?
was always picked pretty close
High
to
five.
yeah. Yep.
I was like
Air
maybe
five.
the third or fourth because I had some. We had people that throw balls like really hard.
Listen, I was
And I was scared not to be on that team.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was like I did mention that
Yeah.
I like was hung out
Physical.
with the boys
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much. And so I was a little bit of trouble in the Catholic school. I got in some fights with some boys. So my father was best friends with the principal.
Did they
And
have
it
a
probably saved me from getting kicked out.
Did they have a softball team?
Yeah, they had a softball
Did
team.
you play softball?
Uh-huh.
Pitcher?
No,
No.
first base.
First, that was my second choice.
Yeah.
I should have went for
Yeah.
Yeah.
went for my first choice. Damn.
First
And
base.
we had quite the lineup. Yeah, we had some
Good team.
good.
Good
Yeah,
team.
we had some good girls on our team. There were 3 of us that could knock it out all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's good right there.
yeah.
You got another
So
question?
no.
Oh, go ahead. You can top of the hour.
All right, yeah, guys, we at the top of the hour. Third Eye Truth Theorem, episode 126.
Earlier at 126.
Yeah, 26. 126. All right, guys. If you're listening and watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification button for all new content that we put out every week, Monday and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Please tune in. Please like, subscribe. It would mean so much to us, guys.
The second half.
Tonight is our. Oh, that's what he always pours it at the second.
I get it.
Gives him time to pour when I do
All
mine.
right.
So we have Connie Ross on the show
Oh, look at
talking about our experiences in golf.
that.
Let's get back to it.
Life.
Kind of,
Yeah, life-
kind of more life
life.
stuff.
Yeah, it's
but
I
been
like
more
it.
life stuff.
we
than
could
that.
get into
But we
some
like
golf
it.
stuff
No, no,
though.
no.
We like it.
This-
No,
I
this-
like where it's going.
no, but we like how this all goes. Yeah.
it
Yeah.
leads right up to what we're going to talk about.
Oh, all right.
So after golf,
Mm-hmm.
what did you do after college? Actually, after college, what did you do after that?
So
Go from there.
I graduated in 93, December 93 from UCF. And I went,
I was 13.
As a young 20-year-old.
I was 21, I think, 71. I graduated high school when I was 17.
Oh, so you
what-
graduated.
Yeah.
early.
What year?
Yeah.
what year did you-
89.
It was 9.
Oh, wow. I was born in 71. So you were
Yeah.
80.
There you go. You can do math. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're like 9 years younger than me.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
it's all getting ready to go downhill.
Yeah.
So
Once you hit that 50
you
mark,
can
it's like,
laugh all you want, but you are
It's just
Cool.
a damn.
on the way.
It's just a damn number to me. I know.
oh, it is. All right.
So I moved back in with my parents, and I told you we lived on the golf course.
Yeah.
So my dad gave me $20 a week, and I had a car. and we lived on the 14th hole. Yeah, I think it was the 14th hole. So anyway, he would give me $20 a week. I'd drive out to the golf course. I gambled my whole $20. So if
You're a
I won
hustler.
money, then I would put it in my pocket, put my $20 away and save it, and then gamble with the money I had. Yeah, he gave me $20 to put gas in my car. So that's
You're
what I did. So
You're a
about
hustler.
yeah, I played I
Jesus,
played in
yeah.
games. Yeah, I played
Back-
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday games. Yeah, and
Shit,
I made some
$20 would
cash.
Fill up your car.
Yeah,
back
well,
then.
we play
It
Yeah.
was, what, 50 cents a gallon?
It was $1, no more than $1 a gallon.
yeah, and at the time we play $2 a bet and be 2 down automatics. So if you went down, it was an automatic bet. Yeah,
Damn.
and 1 down 9 and 18s. So
Wow,
Yeah.
you were making good money.
yeah,
I'm
and then we
doing- I am
played
doing the math in my
we
head.
played dollar sinks at the club.
Did
I
you
did.
really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't want
So-
to. I don't want to bet with you anymore.
So listen, I was only good when I was playing for money. But anyway, actually, this is how it started. So between my
You're hustling years.
between the end of my golf at college until that next semester, that summer, I went out and played a bunch of amateur tour stuff.
Okay.
So that was 1993, and I actually won the women's amateur public links tournament, and it was in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And that was the second biggest amateur tournament in the country at the time, next to the women's amateur. And so I won that, and I finished high in a couple of really big tournaments. And I was ranked in the top 5. I think I was like 2 or 3
In amateur?
in 1993, ranked amateur in the
Wow.
country.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome, actually. Good for
yeah,
you.
yeah. So, but then I had to go back to school to finish my degree, and then I started gambling. And about March, my dad comes to me and he says, "Get a job or get out."
I had a job.
I
Damn.
said, "Oh, man, I'm making money at the course." He said, "I love you, but you got to go."
Damn.
So I got a sponsor, a really nice guy that sponsored me, and I packed my car up, and my mom gave me a teddy bear, and I strapped it into the passenger seat. I always travel with that teddy bear.
You still have it?
I do.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
I
actually
do.
that's kind of awesome.
Yeah. So that was kind of what kept me company.
What's the bear's name?
I didn't
you
have a
don't have
name
one?
for it. I don't know. I just
Teddy
don't.
bear.
I don't know.
I
It's a
didn't
teddy
know. A
bear.
lot of people have names.
I
shit,
know. I probably should have named it, but
No,
you know, it was just something to look
Yeah.
over at. And yeah, that was pretty, like, I don't know.
So wait a
So it was so cool because I was thinking like I knew I never belonged there, you know, like I from the time, and like I see it with my oldest son too. Like from the time I was born, I knew I wanted to get out of wherever we were. You know, I had to see what could be done in the world.
So when you packed up, where were you going to? You
Uh,
said you had a sponsor.
so it was Futures tournament or Futures tour, which is now the what's it called? The one that plays down in South Bend. I can't.
Oh, I know
think
you're
of
talking about though.
it.
think of
It
it.
was Symetra tour.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I went out to play on that, and that was 1994. Yeah. And like 98, I remember
Did they play at Blackthorn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they used to. I don't think they play in there anymore, do they? I
Yeah.
think they're at like weren't they at
Are-
like South Bend Country Club or something?
Did they go back there? Because I know they used to go back and forth.
Yeah, I don't know. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I actually, one of my nephew's friends played on their Symetra tour for a while, and I caddied for her down there.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like.
So that was fun. And we were paired with Nellie Corda.
really.
Yeah. It was before she was,
Oh, yeah.
Nellie
Yeah.
Corda.
You ever played with Lee?
Lee.
I think I can't remember her last name now. Her first name, I mean. She was the number one in the.
Oh, yeah. No, I never played with her.
You
I
have you
know,
ever met her?
No,
No?
I have not. No. I know a lot of the older LPGA pros. Nancy Lopez.
Really?
Yeah. I met her in 1993. So by winning the U.S. Women's Amateur Pub Links, I got to play in the U.S. Open.
You did.
As an amateur. Yeah.
Isn't that-
And that was the very first person I met at the golf
Yeah.
course. I pulled up to we played at Carmel, Indiana.
Carmel.
Yeah, at
At that private golf course.
yeah.
Figured
I
it
don't
out.
know. I get old. I forget
I do too.
sometimes.
I forget all the
I
golf
really-
courses around, but yeah, it's the
Crooked Stick.
It's a yeah.
Crooked Stick. You can't forget that. That's where John Daly won the PGA Championship that year. He drove all night to get there. I remember playing it and turning around and looking at the tees behind me, thinking, "Oh my gosh!"
Isn't that
this
the
guy
one
bombs it?
Isn't that the one he landed on the green on the first? I don't know. I like the one of the first 5 holes. He nailed the green on the first shot.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember that, but
guy drove it.
I just
Everybody was like,
remember thinking some of the spots he landed. And I was thinking, and you'd look at the tees, and at the time that was so long.
yeah.
And now they're just bombing it even farther.
Yep.
Technology's
Now-
gotten so much better.
I think I almost think technology is getting worse for the game of golf. A
Yeah.
little bit, just because
We're outplaying our
They're-
golf
yeah.
courses.
they're playing out all the older golf courses.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and the problem is a lot of the older golf courses are landlocked, so they
Yep.
got nowhere to go. They can't make it any longer.
Yeah.
So then
Yep.
so then where's the PGA going to go then?
So that's why I always
So-
think they should go back and dumb it down a little bit, just like how NFL is, just a little bit. I think NFL
Yeah.
is dumbing it down where they're calling more flags, or
Well, they were
putting-
talking about changing the golf balls.
They should.
Like
smart.
80%
They
yeah.
should though.
I mean, you'd understand that if you ever went and hit golf balls at a water range.
yeah,
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
Right. If you ever
I
hit
never
golf
thought
balls
about
at a
that.
water range, they're
I
like,
never thought about that.
what are
Yeah.
they, like 40-50% golf balls or something? I don't know. But anyway, they don't go as far, is
Yeah.
what it means. So yeah, I know there had been discussions about that. That's what I heard anyway. So
What were
Yeah.
you looking up, Joe?
I remember now.
so when I went out to play in so like this is like the biggest thing that ever happened to me in my entire life when in this tournament. I remember going out there with my girlfriend, and this is where the fire department comes back in. So my girlfriend Justina, who I talked about, who we were roommates at JU, and we both qualified to get in this tournament. And I'd actually tried the year before. And I'd shout out to my dad. He was my caddy when I qualified. But I wanted to fire him because I was getting ready to hit a golf shot. And I'm looking for a club. And he's over talking to one of the other moms of the girls playing. And I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm playing golf here. Can you bring my clubs over? Quit socializing. But a shout out to my mom and dad. They went to every golf tournament that I played in high school and college, and I think they missed 1 or 2 of my college events. They planned all their vacations around my golf. I mean, you want to talk about supportive parents?
that's-
I had
that's
like
kinda
the
cool that
best
they support
parents
you.
ever. So
Very
yeah,
good.
That's
a very-
awesome. They did that.
yeah. But so I could go out to flying into Jackson at the time, in 1993, from Orlando to Jackson was like a $1,200, $1,500 plane ticket. And my father was a firefighter for the city of Orlando. My mom worked for UPS, and we went to Catholic school. We just didn't have the money, to pay that. So my dad, he finds flights into Idaho Falls, Idaho. And he sees that it's just a ride over the mountain. But the problem is there's no bus, there's no train. I'm 21. They won't rent me a car. So we have no way to get to Jackson from Idaho Falls. So he calls the fire department, fire station at the airport and says, hey, I got these 2 girls. They're coming out to play in this tournament. They need a ride over to Jackson. Is there anybody that would be willing to drive them over there for $200? He figured $100 a piece. And then we pay him $200 on the way back. So, and it ended up like the ticket was $400, so it cost us $600. So my dad saved $600,
definitely.
And we ended up getting there, and the fireman was so awesome. He had one of the people in his neighborhood was moving to Jackson, actually. So they had a party for him out at the national park. I want to say Yellowstone, but I don't think that's it. It's it will be in Wyoming or Idaho. So
it wasn't, no, it's not Yellowstone.
It's here I am again. But anyway, that's where we went, and he took us there, and we had this huge party, and then he loaded us up in his Volkswagen van and drove us over the top of the mountain into Jackson. And he took us out to pizza, and he introduced us to somebody who lived in Jackson, and he wouldn't take our money from us. So we didn't have to pay him a dime. He just wanted to do it because firemen are a family and they all stick together. You know,
That's
it's a
cool.
brotherhood.
Yeah.
And actually, this lady who he introduced us to was an orthopedic surgeon, and she had a wine tasting at her house and had us over. And yeah, it was awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Man.
And there's this cool pizza place that you go to in Jackson, right? And you sit outside. They got these benches or whatever. Well, we're all sitting around, and there's a girl named Jill McGill that I played against on the LPGA. At the time, we were amateurs, and you know, she went to USC, and there were girls from UCLA there, and I mean, you know, and I'm from UCF, right? So. Anyway, we're all sitting around. They're all like, I'm going to win this tournament this week. And they're like, I'm going to win this tournament. And, you know, everybody's saying that. And I'm like, I'm winning this tournament. And she turns and looks at me and she goes, who are you? Nobody even knows who you are. You're not winning this week. And I looked at Justina and I said, let's go. We're out of here. And I left and I was like, you'll regret that.
Oh.
And so that kind of started a little fire in me. I ended up getting into the match play in a playoff. So because match play goes down to 32 players. I think it was 5 for 3 spots or whatever. I made a couple pars. I got in pretty easy. And one of the girls that was from the state of Florida was Christy Kerr.
Wow, really?
So she was on my team at the time. I was 21. She was 16. And she came out to watch me play in the playoff, you know, because like what the pub links to is like it's you compete by states, right? So if you're from the state of Florida, we've competed against all the other states, and there was a prize for that, and we actually won from the state of Florida the tournament for that kind of little deal or whatever. So she'd come out to watch me play, and when I got done playing, she's like, boy, it's like you didn't even try and make birdie. You were just like trying to hit the center of the green. And I'm like, well, what does it matter to you? I'm in, you know? And I turned around and walked away, and I looked at Justina, who didn't make it. I felt bad for her. I looked at Justina and I said, I hope I get her, because she was the number 1 qualifier, right? And the next day we go out, and that's my match. Christy Kerr. Yeah.
So what happened?
So we get on the first tee.
You shanked it to the left.
And I'm 21. No, I'm 21. She's like 16. She looks at me and she says, I want to think of it exactly because it was something else. And she's like, you're dead meat. And I'm like, what?
Wow.
Well, because that's what she says to me on the first day. I'm like, what? And she's like, you're dead meat. And I looked at her and I'm like, as long as I'm breathing, I'm giving you trouble. You know? I was like, let's go. We're on, right? So we're out there, and she's like 16, playing 16 games, you know, like we're out there, and she's like, boy, these greens are fast. Don't you think these greens are fast? Boy, the ball's flying a long way. Don't you think the ball's flying a long way? You know, and just blah, blah, blah. And I'm like not paying attention to it. And we get on a one green, and she says, boy, these greens are fast. Don't you think these greens are fast? And I turn and looked at her. I go, no, I think you're just hitting it too hard. So in the middle of the tournament, we get to the 14th hole, and I don't know if we were tied at the time. I'll know exactly what it was when I think about it in a minute. But so the 14th hole, her dad's caddying for her. And she was not a nice girl to her father. Anyway, they got in an argument over what club she was going to hit into the green. And he said it was a sand wedge. She said it was a gap wedge. They were, you know, you could hear him. And so he's like, it's a sand wedge. And she's like, fine, you know, and she was so mad that she steps up and hits it like nuclear. You know, this thing, she did it on purpose, you know, because she was so angry, which, hey, good for me. You know, you're going to get out of control. I'm right here. So, yeah, she bombed it over the green, and I ended up winning the hole. I ended up winning the next hole, and we get to 16, and I had her door me. So I'm 3 up with 3 to play. and it was a par 3. And I hit it like this far, like 6 inches from the hole, maybe a foot. And I turned and looked at her and I'm like, you give? So that's my Christy
Screw
Kerr
you,
story.
kid.
So then come back to Jill McGill. So I beat Christy. Then I beat this other girl. It ends up I play this other girl. I don't want to be rude to her. Anyway, we get into a playoff. Sarah Evans. We go 26 holes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and one part to the story is when I
That's
went from
insane.
stroke play, in stroke play, it snowed on us, by the way. And if you're ever in Jackson, and it was like June or July, you wake up in the morning, it's like 32, and by the afternoon, it's 80. You know,
Wow.
So you're like,
shit.
yeah. So one morning we were there, and it was snowing, and then one of the assistant pros comes out, and I'm like, it's snowing. I'm like, I'm from Florida. It doesn't snow in Florida. Like, what do I do? Pull my like umbrella out, or like, I can't, can I move the snow on the green, right?
Wait,
But-
they still made you play?
Yeah, because it wasn't snowing hard. It was just like, I guess that's what they do. I don't know. So Kenny, that was the assistant pro's name. So Kenny, he gets into this pool in the pro shop. And I said, Kenny, bet on me. I'm going to win. That's what I told him, And then I said, hey, you want to caddy for me? So he caddied for me in the match play part, not the stroke play part. So we're playing Sarah Evans. Well, what had happened was Jill McGill, the girl who told me I was going to win the tournament from USC. And we're actually really good friends now. But anyway, she says, she came out to watch me play because the girl she was supposed to play got DQ'd because she was actually a member at a course that was not open to the public 7 days a week. That was the pub links. You had to you could be a member at a course, but it had to be open to the public 7 days a week. So that girl got disqualified. So she came out to watch the playoff to see who she was gonna play.
Right.
So we made it 8 extra holes, and I heard Sarah tell her caddy, I'm getting tired. And Kenny looks at me, he's like, you tired? I'm like, no, I could go another 36 holes. Let's go. So I win, and as I'm walking off, so now I'm getting a bigger attitude, because I've beaten Christy Kerr.
Yeah.
Now I just made it extra holes. And here's this Jill McGill. The girl looked at me and laughed in my face, told me nobody knew who I was and I wasn't going to win. And she says, great job, great win, in the playoff. And I turned and looked at her dead in the face and I said, are you ready for me? And I turned around and walked away. That's where I was. Let's go. Victim number 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Killer instinct.
I
love it.
mean,
love it.
that was fun. So,
I love it.
Yeah.
She said it was fun.
It was
No,
fun.
Can you
That is
imagine?
fun, man. You
Yeah,
know, you got
Dylan.
somebody that makes fun of you, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
and then you can go out and show it up with your golf clubs. I mean, you don't even have to use your mouth.
Yeah.
You're like, here, take this, little USC girl. I went to
happened?
UCF. We all suck there, right? No, and that ain't the case,
Whoever happened.
right?
Whoever happened with it though. Did you get second?
No, I won the tournament.
You won the whole tournament.
Yeah,
Good
no,
for you.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
the
That
moral
was
of the
part of
story.
what
Yeah.
got me
Yeah.
into the, being in the top in the country.
So
So Golf Digest, I was like top amateur in the country in Golf
Do you have-
Digest. I actually,
do you still have the magazine?
yeah, and I have my medal that I got for winning the USGA. I should have brought it. Next time when you invite me, I'll bring
Yeah.
it. It's 24 karat gold solid.
Yeah.
Has the USGA emblem on it, and it says the name of the tournament on the backside. Plus, they gave me a photograph picture of the golf course and the name of the tournament underneath it.
I thought you were going to say they gave you a picture of the trophy.
No.
That's
No,
cold.
but I'll tell you what,
No, she
we drank some beer on that trophy. Well, so at the time I was still in Mount Plymouth, right? That's what I told you, this little golf course. And so I brought the trophy back to Mount Plymouth. Well, we filled that thing with beer and we passed it around
But I
all
was
the
thinking when
members.
she did like this, yeah, they took a picture of what, the trophy?
Yeah, no.
Nice 9x12
Nice
photo.
to meet you. Yeah.
You know what? It's one of the most awesome places in the entire world to
Yeah.
visit. If you've never been there, it's worth it to go. It's so beautiful there. And it's like going back to like 20 years, you know. People are just different there. It's a lot of retired athletes that live there.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So do you turned pro or didn't turn pro? Which one was
No, so I was the amateur then. So after all that, and then that was what made me see that, hey, I could play this
could,
game,
yeah.
right? You know. So I went
think
out,
women
and
talk to
it's
me.
a grind, you know. I mean, I had the talent, but I was a late bloomer. Really, I started when I was 13.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, look at little
So,
Tiger. He's
you know.
5. He was 5 when he was just like his dad
Yeah.
playing golf. Now they're teaching kids how to play at 3. So yeah.
Well, and I had a little bit of trouble. It was like 1990. I was in a head-on collision with one of my girlfriends. I was in the passenger seat, and I'd gotten injured. And when I was in college, I'd gone to see I got MRIs done to my shoulder and everything. And basically, the doctor told me there wasn't anything wrong with me. I was imagining it, but I was in a ton of pain. And, so when I finally,
real.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
I really wasn't an accident.
I actually ended up at the like my second year of playing. You know, I went that first little part of the year because I started kind of in the middle of the tour. But then the next year, I was getting golf lessons, and my shoulder was really hurting, and I was like, it really hurts. And I ended up with an Orlando Magic orthopedic.
Wow.
And I went to therapy for like 3 months, and I'm like, my left boob was bigger than my right boob. That's how hard I was working out on my shoulder, you know. They would have me doing like I would do stair step with my arms and like walk up blocks and down. I mean, people could stand on my stomach. My body was steel. I was like, you know. And I said, my shoulder still hurts. So the doctor said, you know, they did another MRI. It kind of showed the same thing the last one did. So he went in to do surgery. And when he went in, he did it through the scope. And he was like, wow, it was a big mess. Well, what had happened was I had dislocated my shoulder and relocated it when I was in the accident, but I didn't know because I was kind of, you know, thrown around, knocked out.
Wow.
And, yeah.
Dislocated and put it.
And it went back in.
Back in place.
So yeah, because when we hit head on, and I went this way and it came out, and then we stopped and it popped back in. Yeah. But you wouldn't know that.
No,
because
because your body, first of all, your body tenses up.
Okay, Mel Gibson.
What?
So it ended up I had a lot of damage. So that was one thing that halted the progress. So then I lose the sponsor, you know, because I'm not producing anything because I'm injured or whatever. So I found some more people to give me some money, you know, and I went out and so I mean I was still playing the whole time. 94, so 98 comes around and I'm in I've been in some dark corners of our United States, but this was a great place. It was come on, Alabama. Oh, my husband's probably laughing at me. Anyway, I won the tournament there. So I go there this week. I have like $100, like $400 in my checking account. It takes like $300 to play in the tournament, right? Oh, yeah. So like $100 left. But I had bought something. I stay in housing. You know, I try and do the cheapest things I can to save my money because I had no sponsor. And I call my dad. And I'm like, you know, it's 4 years now. I mean, I'm like, this is my dream. So I'm chasing my dream. You guys
didn't talk for that?
No, we talked the whole time. I'm just talking about like I'm chasing my dream, and my dad's like, yeah, rah, rah, you know.
No, I see where you're going with that because get out.
Yeah. No. He wanted me to do it. He just wanted me to get moving on my life, you know.
Get out.
Get a job, you know. I love you, but it's time to move on. You're the last kid. Get out.
I see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Get out.
I was like, damn, Dad. All right.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
So in 4 years you didn't talk to your dad? Oh, now what?
No. So I lived with my parents. Yeah, and I actually hustled cars in the winter. That's what I did to pay. Yeah, I worked as a valet at the Omni Rosen Hotel and on I Drive in Orlando. So when I lived down there, but anyway, back to the story. So I had so after I'd done whatever, I had like $35. I don't know. It was less than $100. It was less than $75. And I call my dad on the phone. And I go, Dad, I got no money. I'm like, I got like $40 left. What am I going to do? And he says, well, I guess you better win. He said, and if you don't, you can come home and your mom and I will help you out with your bills until you can get on your feet and find yourself a job.
Oh, that's
So that was the week I won. I guess God had other plans for me. That's how I always looked at it.
Back then, for the amateur, how much did you top prize was?
Oh no, there's no money for amateur tournament.
Okay, so
you don't get paid until you're pro. So I'm out on the Futures tour.
Yeah, on the Futures
tour.
So
I started in like 94. By 98, I finally win my first tournament after going through my injuries and stuff.
So how much did you win for your first
like
win?
$6,500.
Damn, now look at it. But all right, I'll go on with this question here.
Yeah.
And you can answer this question truthfully because I would love to hear the truthful answer. Do you think women get screwed over men because of golf payout? For the payout for women and men? Because it's different. Because it's totally different. The purse is totally different.
I know. And that's something we fought for a long time. But
it's any women's pro anything, but for golf,
I guess you just want me to be honest here. I'm gonna be honest, okay? Who wants to come and watch women play golf? Okay. There aren't a lot of men that want to. Right. And at the time when I was out there, it was a lot more gay women than straight women. I mean, it was like my rookie year, it was maybe like 55-45, maybe 60-40. I don't know. Somewhere it wasn't quite 50-50. There was more gay women on the tour than there was straight women. And you got these men that are, in these corporations and you want to give them money. And, I mean, let's face it, American Eagle knew what they were doing.
Right,
Men want to look at pretty women, it's not a knock on the women. I mean, not saying I was beautiful or whatever, but they want to look at pretty women, right? And you're going to give money to watch pretty women play golf.
I think
I'm sorry.
I think they got screwed over. I think they got screwed
over. Yeah, I mean, they did. But you know what? You got WNBA to NBA. I mean, but the thing is you have to have an audience. If you don't have an audience, what do? You're not going to throw away money, right? But the money is getting a lot better on the LPGA, Futures Tour, everything right now. I mean, the honest story, I became, my rookie year on the tour was 99. So I guess I won in 97, not 98. But anyway, my rookie year on the tour was 99. 98, I qualified. And I was, I don't know, in the top 10 qualifying, maybe the top 5. And I walked off and I was going to get into every tournament. And I walked off the course and I didn't have $1 in my checking account. I had no money. And there wasn't anybody lining up to give me money.
Right.
And I remember thinking to myself, great, I finally got on the tour. How the hell am I going to get to Hawaii for the first tournament?
Yeah.
And how am I going to pay a caddy?
Right.
And how am I going to live? And how am I going to pay for a hotel?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Because
I mean, that's the side you don't see when you're thinking about the payouts. The other thing you don't see, and the payouts were bad when I was out there. They weren't great.
No,
I mean, look, I go and caddy for my girlfriend right now. She plays in the U.S. Senior Women's Open. You win $195,000 for first place. $195 for a U.S. Senior Women's Open.
So for a senior now, it's about
what do the senior men make for?
$500,000.
Yeah,
at least $500,000.
So.
Because
there you go, right there.
And she always says to me, why don't you? I mean, I could still play golf, but I really don't want to practice anymore. I don't like practicing anymore.
I never liked practicing to begin with.
I wasn't really excited about it, but when I was really into it and I was playing great, I wanted to practice all the time because I just wanted to be better. I wanted to win more money, So, but not. And then she's like, well, you should come and play the senior open. And I'm like, I really don't want to. I mean, we work really hard to get up there, and you finish what, 20th, 25th, you make like $6 grand,
Yeah, because like the guy
that doesn't even pay for your like, we played in San Diego this year. It doesn't even pay for your trip,
Right.
with the hotel and
So the guy,
Everything else that you need. Go along with it.
Yeah.
So the guy's last place, very last place, gets at least about like $3 grand. No,
yeah.
Yeah.
Very last place.
Very last
And
place.
we're talking mid-20s.
But they had to pay probably more than that to get in it, but you
Right,
still
right.
get money back
Yeah.
if you play.
Well, you get
if you play.
no. Well, in the senior open, in all the opens,
Yeah.
if you miss the cut, you still make money.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they pay
Yeah, the
you
opens do.
like USG. Yeah, like I remember being on the LPGA, and if I missed the cut at the open, we got paid like $2 grand or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Me, my first time, if I ever made a cut ever in my life, if I had tried out, I'm like, I still made money. Oh hell yeah, I made money. That'll just be more incentive for the next one. Then I find out how much it costs to get in the next one. Oh shit, that doesn't even pay to get in the next one.
yeah,
that's
we'll
what you
see.
just
Really,
said.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So like, what I did
Yeah,
on the
doesn't pay
tour
to
was
get in the next
I
one.
didn't have a lot of money. I mean, I would run. So I'd be finishing playing wherever we were playing, and my Mike or me or whoever, I was either on a plane or in a car driving to the next tournament. I tried not to do a lot of airplanes because that was expensive,
Yeah.
but I would drive to the next event, and I'd get there for like a 8 o'clock pro-am or like a 1 o'clock pro-am, and you get paid like anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500, so I use that money to pay for my caddy for the week and to pay
Yeah.
to get in the tournament. And then I'd stay in housing. I even stayed in housing on the LPGA.
Yeah,
What's the going rate for caddies?
Ooh, now it's about 1,000 now. At the time, it
Yeah.
was when I
500.
played, I paid my caddy 500. I actually paid my caddy 600.
Oh, you're so generous.
But I had him for a while.
Oh, you kept the same one?
For a while,
For
yeah.
real? So Caddy's-
Portland John.
His name was Portland?
That was his name. And he was
Dude,
from
I would-
Camas, Washington.
I would have kept him too.
I think he gave himself the name Portland John. Because he said he grew up in Portland, but he was actually right across the river in Camas, Washington. And he grew up with Greg Biffle,
I didn't know that.
NASCAR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that name.
Yeah.
So caddies now, depends on how good they are. They can make everything from 1,000 to 5,000.
Yeah.
So it
Well,
depends on
about
what
the
they
going rate on the
Yeah.
tour, I
It
think
depends on what
now
they
is
make.
like $1,000.
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
it's 1,000 to all
We
we
went-
they win.
So I'm caddying now since I'm not playing anymore. I caddy for my girlfriend that I played on the tour with, and she's still a great stick. She has 3 kids, 21, 20,
I think that's what
19.
we should get here at the golf course here is the women's senior.
But anyway, yeah, that would be cool. But anyway, so she still has a great game.
Yeah.
I call her my horse and I just ride her. But I
Yeah.
go out there and I caddy for her, and I get everything I want from it because I'm back in the ropes again. I'm making decisions, and she really is awesome to me because she doesn't even carry a yardage book. I'm the only one that carries a yardage book. I
Really?
do all the yardages. Like
Do you walk it
Joe,
the night-
you'll
do you
understand
walk it the
this.
night before?
I'll tell. No, I
Oh.
don't. I walk it in practice rounds, but I'll say this. Okay, I need you to hit 125 right here. All right. I said, and if you're gonna hit it 126, then I need you to hit something a little less than that. I can't have you hit, I
Yeah.
say I need 126 right here. Don't give me 132. Okay. If you get it to 132, we're screwed. So I need 125 out of you, or I'll tell her, I just give her a number, and yeah,
She
we're
can
pretty
hit
good
it.
at picking clubs out. I mean, I've been caddying for her since the first U.S. Senior Women's Open. That was in Chicago. We finished 10th there.
Oh, yeah.
We finished 10th in Pine Needles, which was the next year. And then the next year we played in Connecticut. We finished 12th there. And then we played in Oregon. I don't know what we finished there. Like 15th, 18th. That was when I went down on the golf course. I had heat stroke or
you
not
did? Wow.
stroke. I didn't die. I got heat exhaustion out
Oh,
there,
man.
which is stupid for a Florida girl. Should never happen.
Oh, yeah. This,
Yeah.
So do you
I
want-
went out. She was drinking water, and every time she'd open a bottle of water, I'd finish it. And I wasn't drinking any electrolytes. And
oh,
by
wow.
the middle of the round, I realized I drank like 12 bottles of water, and I was like, yeah, I started seeing stars.
Oh, man.
So I got
I
I
got a
that for
question.
you. No, I got that for you. A round of for a caddy
Yeah.
is 1,500 to 3,000.
Is that on the senior
those-
tour?
are those-
That's the LPGA?
Yep.
Oh.
No, that's pro.
Those
Just pro golfers.
those
Oh.
average,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
average
Yeah.
caddies.
Professional golf caddies.
Well,
annual
yeah, they're
sal-
probably paying 1,500 a
annual- yeah,
week.
Annual
Yeah.
salary averages from 33,000 to 39,000.
Yeah, but then they get so
Then-
yeah. There's
Then
most
then it says based on the comparison weekly spread
that's your
around
base.
Yeah.
from 1,500 to 3,000, percentage of players' winnings, which can be up to 10% of for the winning, 7% of the top 10 finish, 5% of the cut. So
They
yeah.
can make a pretty penny.
Yeah.
Hell
If
yeah.
you're with the right person.
The Masters,
Yeah.
when he won, the caddy still won $500,000.
Oh, shit.
Well, what about at the PGA Championship?
Yeah,
What does he win? And then the caddy wins 10%. of
yeah,
it.
it wins 10%. So that's
So it's 100 million or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, he won 100 mil,
So,
so-
the caddy wins 10 million.
yeah,
Plus,
Holy crap.
plus.
Yeah.
So that's just
the winning.
the winnings.
yeah.
Plus he gets paid a salary for the week.
Yeah, that was just
Wow.
a salary.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
a salary that I was saying. That's a salary.
That's
for a week.
salary.
The first part you were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
So
a
of course
salary.
it's a
Can't
a
use
lot
it.
better on the PGA
yeah,
than it
yeah,
is on the
yeah.
LPGA. But yeah, I would think that it would be about probably low end for a caddy on the
Yeah.
LPGA right now is at least $1,000. I mean, you know,
Yeah, you're
you
right.
got to be able to live,
the
right?
average- the
I mean, they don't have any insurance or anything, and
So
they're
are-
paying it out of their pocket.
So per hour, they're making $25 an hour.
Yeah, so it's
Wow.
not as
So
and you got a lot of pressure on you out there too. You know,
my next question on the caddies: what constitute as a good caddy or a great caddy? Do they play golf in their prior
yeah, I mean
years,
they
or-
could have. They don't have
Yeah.
to. I think one of the best parts about being a caddy is finding somebody that understands you and understands how you need to be talked to out
Yeah.
there. What
Just gets
pushes
pressure
your
on you.
buttons to get you moving in the right direction, making the right moves out there. I mean, I was pretty mean to my husband when he caddied for me. That was awful. I would carry my own yardage book too. He'd walk off the yardage. I'd walk off the yardage. He'd be,
So you still walk out the yardage in your own yardage book?
I walk off the yardage. Yeah, well, because
You don't trust him? You should trust your caddy.
I know you should.
The caddy's.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't.
She has
It's
her
just
own- she
how
has
it
her-
was.
that's
Like,
how-
you know, it was before he did it. I did it.
trying
You
to start a
know,
fight,
I
Joe?
don't know.
Never,
Yeah,
never.
no.
Never.
No, but I would walk it up and he'd say, okay, we got 99 front, 104 hole. And I'm like, oh, I got 100, 105. He's like, okay. You know, he was never like argue with me. He was like, okay.
Right.
And then I would say, well, what is it? Is it 99 or is it 100? And he's like, does it really matter? I'm like, yeah, it's 3
Yard.
feet.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
So when
And
did you-
that's ridiculous.
when did you come up here and start doing the tour? I mean, when did you? find-
Okay, so here's how
I'm lost because you.
like how I landed here.
Yeah, how'd you land here?
Okay, so 99 was my rookie year on
Yeah.
the tour. So 2000, I was on the tour again.
Okay.
I think I had to requalify. But anyway, my brother is a golf pro down in Orlando. So at the time, Fred Reeder was going down, and my brother was at Lake Nona, where all the PGA pros were at the time. Annika was out there, a bunch of them. But so anyway, Faldo, I don't know. So
Can't stand Faldo.
Fred Reeder goes down there to play with one of the members from the Point of Woods. And while he's there, he meets my brother and he says, hey, I need an assistant pro. You want to come up and work at the Point of Woods? Well, my brother was married. So he went home and talked to his wife, and his wife was like, yeah. So he came up to the Point of Woods and, to be the first assistant to Fred Reeder in 2000. So on my weeks off on the tour, I would stay with my brother and play and practice out at the Point. So one day I went out there and Mike, my husband, Mike Ross, was chipping around the green. And I walked up and my brother's like, hey, Connie, this is Mike. Hey, Mike, this is Connie. Stay the hell away from her. That's how I meant. Stay the hell away from her.
Is this your older brother? Or?
My older. I have one brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's 3 years, 10 months exactly older than me.
Stay away
So,
from her.
Stay away from her.
I get that a lot by people.
Yeah. So that was it.
So in 2000 you came up here?
Yeah. So eventually,
Yeah.
So eventually,
Mike didn't stay
we
away.
started dating
Mike didn't stay
after
away, huh?
2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
And we just became really good friends because he was a really good golfer. I mean, he was a scratch golfer. I think it was a +1 at the time. And so we go out, and I'd like to go play with him because it was competition, and I was out there trying to kick his butt, and you're like when you're playing, I mean, you want to play with people that are playing good, you don't want to play with,
Oh, I get it.
know.
Oh, yeah.
Don't ever look my way, Joe.
I
so.
don't like playing against people.
Well,
like that.
no, I meant,
Makes me feel better
at
about
the
my game.
time because I'm like on the tour and I'm
Yeah.
trying to keep my game like in shape. And so we're playing money games and I'm
Oh, yeah.
like, $5-10 a hole, whatever,
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, back then, money's still good. Still,
Yeah.
you still could. It's more now than ever.
I mean, I think I'd have a better chance of making a 10-foot putt with $100 on it than a 10-foot putt with nothing on it. Because I don't really care.
Right.
But when you know $100 coming out of your pocket, it makes you make that a lot,
Yeah.
Way harder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes you aim a little better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you think can you do $100 putt?
I have to learn first.
Well,
For me, I have to be to a point where I'm comfortable.
okay. Well, I have to give you a tip now because I thought, what's a good tip I can give coming on here for everybody who listens who plays golf.
Okay.
So the best tip for putting that I can give you is some of the biggest problems that people have in putting is they grip the club too hard. So you don't think that it's that big of a deal, but think about it this way. If I was going to punch you and my fist was super tight, I mean, how much is it going to hurt you? Not at all, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I'm holding all the energy in, right? So when you're putting, you want to hold it like a softened butter, right? You don't want it to squeeze through your fingers because that gives you feel. So when I go to give a golf lesson, I'll usually have people get up and grab a golf ball and pretend like they're putting, but instead toss the ball to the hole. Because everybody says, well, I'm not athletic. I don't have any hand-eye coordination. I can't feel it. And I'm like, BS. Everybody can feel it, pick up the ball. And then I have them start rolling it to holes with their hands. And I'm like, see, you do have good feel, I said, now imagine the putter's in your hand. And then I said, now imagine you're holding the putter with the same grip you held the ball with. Okay.
That makes sense.
Because when you're tossing a ball, you're tossing it like this, right? Not holding it like that.
Right.
How are you going to have any feel if you're gripping the club too hard? You're holding all the energy in for yourself. Plus, and you should know this, Joe. The sound of a properly struck putt sounds different.
Yes, it does.
Than it. When
Not with
you
my putter though, I can't tell the difference with my putter because I have an all brass putter.
Well, when you hold, when you hold a putter too tight, it comes off with like a clang sound.
Yeah,
It does. It's like a clang.
Yeah.
And when you hit it properly, it doesn't make that sound.
I wish I could hear that because when I use my 2 putters, one's an all brass.
I know exactly what it is. That little hook one, isn't it? No, you have the flat one.
Yes,
no,
mine's all flat. Mine's an old Ben Hogan.
Okay.
I love my putter. I got it from my grandfather, and used it ever since, an all brass putter. And the other one, I have 2 putters in my bag because you're only supposed to allow so many clubs. So I have only.
So you carry both putters in your bag? So what don't you carry? Because that leaves a big gap.
5 wood. I take my 5 wood.
So you go from 3-iron to 3-wood?
I don't use my woods at all anymore. I can't hit a wood. If you can knock that off of me, I'll be happy.
I can get you. I can teach you how to hit a wood.
I can't hit my woods anymore. So I can hit my.
That's because you're hitting down into it. You need to start hitting up on it.
I know. It's still the baseball to me. But my 3-iron and my 2-iron I use, and I can drive as far as all my other friends with my irons.
Yeah.
So my next shot, I'm still up with them. It's just I'm not using any wood.
I know. But how much farther could you be than them if you actually hit a driver?
Oh,
and if you're closer to a green,
I'll probably be past them. Yeah.
Then you have less club in. It's a lot easier to hit it closer. It's a lot easier.
But I've been doing this for a while though. Yeah. That's the thing. Now I've been doing this for a while, so I've been doing my irons probably for last 10 years.
I get it. I had a little something going on upstairs.
I still carry my driver. I
carried a 2-iron in like high school or college, actually.
High school and college.
I was like having, maybe it was junior golf. I don't remember. Yeah. I just know there was a while that I never even carried a driver in my bag. I carried 3 wood, 5 wood, and a 2-iron.
I hit too hard down at it where it slices every single time. So I don't even try it. I only try it when we have we can use 1 mulligan. Yeah. And I went, all right, fuck it. Fine. So I aim totally this way. And then I slice it in the middle.
Yeah, you know why? You know, there's a reason why you do that.
Yeah,
like a really good reason why you do that. Because there's a really good reason why everybody slices, and everybody thinks that actually it's a little more than that. But and then the other thing is the opposite of that is the low hook, right? But it's actually you're doing the same thing wrong. The only thing is you either hang on or you shut the face down. So if you hang on, you hit the big slice. If you shut the face down, you hit the low hook. So if you release the club, you hit a hook. If you hold on to it.
It's always in your wrist or hand moments.
So, we do have like visual here, so I could kind of explain it. So like if I'm going to hit you, right, I lead with the left, I throw with the right.
Right.
The throw a ball, everything you do athletically is lead with the left, throw with the right. Well, in a golf swing, when you get to the top of the golf swing, right? If you lead with the left and throw with the right, now you've taken the club and put it on a different plane. Now it's going from high to low. It's going from outside to inside. So here's your golf ball and you're coming across it. Now, if you don't release the club, then the club comes across it and puts that spin on. Well, the harder you try and hit it, the more you're going to hit it right because you're doing it wrong completely at the top.
Yep.
It goes against everything athletically that you think you should do. Golf swing does. That's why I believe that's why it's so difficult to hit a golf ball.
Yeah.
So when you get to the top of the golf swing, your hands actually have to drop down to like waist high, and then you release your shoulders through.
And you're only going to shoulder, I was taught. So you go too far back where you can't see the ball.
Yeah.
You're never going to hit it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's true.
I was always.
I mean, John Daly hits it.
Well, John Daly,
he touches the club on the ground pretty much.
That man does everything opposite that everybody was taught.
Yeah,
that man can hit the ball with a cigarette in his mouth and everything, and still hit 400 yards.
Wow,
he's pretty incredible.
Yeah, that man is phenomenal. I love partying with him though.
You partied with him?
Yeah.
Last time he was here.
He was over at the lake.
Shores.
He was at the Pawpaw Lake.
Yeah, he was at Pawpaw Lake.
At the bar, Pawpaw Lake, I heard.
Yeah, he was down at that little gazebo bar.
Yeah.
But I didn't go party with him. I partied when he was at Rybells.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he partied hard with the Rybells. He was buying everybody shots. Actually, a lot of good boys. Because
he
was sponsored by them. Yeah.
So I will tell you one one story I was thinking of since we were talking about. So by winning that Pub Links, the amateur tournament, I got to play in the U.S. Open, and I kind of talked about Kenny when I won the tournament that I'd asked. Well, I told him that if I won the tournament, I'd take him to caddy for me in the U.S. Open. So we drove from Orlando with my brother. We drove up to Indianapolis, and Kenny flew out and met me there. And we pull in to Carmel, Indiana. To
I always forget.
Yeah, we
Carmel.
go like
I love Carmel, Indiana.
Yeah.
It's an awesome little town.
So anyway, we
of
pull
fun
up
around
to
the
the golf course, and I get out of the car to go in the clubhouse, and this lady reaches out and opens the door, and I turn and look, and it's Nancy Lopez. Well, I'm like 21 at the time, right? And if you know anything about ladies golf, like Nancy Lopez was like, she was the
shit.
you know, she was everything in golf. And I was like, she's like, hi, how are you? I'm Nancy. How are you doing? What's your name? And I'm like, Connie. She's like, are you new here? Are you an amateur? And I said, yeah. She said, oh, well, good luck this week. And it was sure nice talking to you. And I thought, oh my gosh, Nancy Lopez was unreal. What a she's as beautiful as a person inside and out that you see on the TV. She's exactly the same. So at one point she was married to Ray Knight. She's not anymore. They got divorced, but he was out there too when we were playing. Yeah. So we got to meet Ray Knight. That was
you
cool.
were starstruck, more or less.
Well, when I first went out there, I mean,
yeah.
how would you be, right?
Yeah,
you know,
exactly,
I mean,
exactly.
you go out there, yeah, and you're like, wow, because it's everybody you like look up to, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's when she was 25.
Yeah. She's a good looking lady.
She looks really nice.
She is.
She looks.
She's very sweet.
Turn the pants off.
That's when she was 25.
Yeah.
But she could kick some ass though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't take it for granted though.
I know, right?
Kindness for a weakness.
I hate to say it. She didn't age very well.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she still looks really good. I saw her not a couple of years ago.
Joe needs glasses these days.
I feel like a couple of years ago, but it might have been like I don't know, 6 years ago. I saw her at the U.S. Senior Women's Open.
Yeah.
I don't know, a couple of years ago. Yeah.
68. What do you expect?
January 6th. She is 2 days before my daughter.
Yeah, 3 days before my birthday.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Trust me, I remember your birthday.
And she's a Capricorn. I like it. I like her already.
Well, I'm a Libra. My birthday's in not long.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 18 days or something. 16.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's funny. My mom and dad, they come up here from Florida. They live in Ocala in the winter. They're the reverse snowbirds,
How old are
right?
your parents?
My father will be 80 in February.
Good for him.
And my mom will be 78 in November.
He still plays golf?
He can't play golf anymore. He actually had a roof fall in on top of him when he was a firefighter.
Oh wow.
So yeah.
Recently.
Wow,
no.
No.
This man been through firefighter and he had a roof
he had a roof fall in on him, and I don't know. They just didn't do a lot about it back then. And now he's like,
feeling the repercussions.
He's like, I mean, he loses feelings in his arms, and like the doctor keeps telling him, listen, hold this surgery off as long as possible. I mean, you're almost 80, you know. So the longer you can wait, the better.
I have a question for you because I'm kind of curious. What one female that you would love to meet now that's professional golfer now, and one male professional golfer?
That's a really good question.
Doesn't have to be now or dead or anything alive for the guys. Could be anytime. You can do anything.
We've never met Tiger, but we got to take Tiger out of the mix because
But so one female, and then one guy or two guys that you would like to meet. I'll say two. I'll say two. Two for guys, one for female.
Okay, well,
I'll tell you mine.
I don't really follow the LPGA that much. I really love Nelly Korda. She's cool. So I think she's a great face of the LPGA personally.
Is that mine the one I want? No, wait. Yeah, I think I had her because I can never remember her last name.
Yeah.
No, Charlie Hall.
Charlie
I
Hall.
want to meet Charlie.
Oh, do you?
I can
She's
remember.
a spitfire. I love it, man. That was
Yeah.
like kind of how I played.
That's Charlie.
You know,
She's the
sometimes
John,
I
she's
let
the
a
John Daly of golf.
sometimes I let a F-bomb go.
Dude,
and
she's
yeah.
awesome. She's Charlie.
She like, did you know, like, so they had the Solheim Cup, which is the Ryder Cup
Yeah,
for
yeah,
women,
yeah.
and they had her full on TV, like
She's
NBC, and she
phenomenal.
let out a big old
Yeah.
F-bomb, and they didn't have enough
Let's
time to
bleep it,
cut
bleep it,
that
yeah.
out.
Oh,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
she's phenomenal.
And it
bro.
was loud.
She's a badass.
She's fiery. I
Yeah.
like
I
her.
do-
She
I do
reminds me
too.
a lot of Ian Poulter.
Ooh, good one.
I would like to meet Ian Poulter.
So what?
I think he'd be cool to meet.
So that's one for guys. What's another one?
Well, I mean, I just think he'd be cool to meet. I mean, Scotty Scheffler would be a good one, but
Doesn't have to
my
be dead. It doesn't have to be alive. Yeah, it can be dead too.
yeah. Well, I would really like to know Tony Finau.
Really?
I really think he's cool.
Of all
yeah.
the golfers, I would not expect
I don't
someone that's
know.
not very well known. I mean, he is, but
He is
That-
to me.
yeah.
I just think I just love his like. It reminds me of like a Hawaiian vibe, you
Yeah.
know. It's like he's got his family, and like they all travel with him, and like he grew up playing. Like he's
That's
just got a
cool.
cool story, you know.
see, mine.
Go ahead, Joe.
My two guys. Actually, I'm gonna do three because I just can't. I cannot.
I mean,
beat-
I'd like to meet them all.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool to see. I've heard some things about some of them you don't want to meet.
I would still love to meet Bobby Jones, just because I want to see
Yeah.
how he really played.
Yeah,
I'd love to just see that.
yeah.
But the people I would love to talk to is Payne. I love it.
I met Payne Stewart.
Did you really?
Yeah, I played
Oh,
golf
no.
with him.
You played golf with Payne.
Yes, I
Stewart?
did. I have his autograph. I can bring it the next time I come.
Yeah,
I have his
Beautiful.
autograph on a Titleist, old Titleist visor. You remember the old Titleist
Yes,
visors?
I still have mine.
So,
I still play with mine.
when I was talking about growing up in high school, that course that we played was
Yeah.
Dubstred. It's the public course in downtown Orlando. Like everybody
Not really
knows Dubstred.
jealous.
All the guys that played on the senior tour or on the tour that grew up in Orlando, everybody's played
Play there before.
Dubstred.
Yeah.
So they had this junior thing
Yeah.
at Dubstred, and they brought in, it was Payne Stewart, Donnie Hammond,
Oh, wow.
Corey Pavin, Brad Faxon.
Corey Caven was up and coming. Paxton was up and coming. but
Brad
Yeah.
Faxon, Donnie
Yeah.
Hammond,
Dan Hammond was around with Payne Stewart.
Payne
so, yeah,
Stewart.
wow.
So I was in high school, so it had to be
Oh, man, I'm
mid 80s, mid to late 80s, late 80s maybe.
Stewart was awesome.
So here's my you drew a name out of a hat basically. So they played like one hole with 3 or 4 golfers, right? And so there were 4 of them. So everybody got to play a hole with them. So I got to play a hole with Payne Stewart at Dubstred. So cool. I think it was like the 13th hole. It was either the 12th or 13th hole.
I'm jealous.
Anyway, he had like a I want to say like 35 or 40 footer for birdie on that hole. And he told me he was going to make it. And he's like, I'll bet you a pop I make this, you know? I said, okay. I gamble for anything, you know that, right? So he stands up and makes it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh crap, I owe him a Coke. I don't even have any money, right? So, but what was super cool about the whole day was, and I don't even know why he picked me or
Was
what
he just in
happened,
his knickers?
but he played with, no, he didn't, but he ended up tucking his pants into his socks.
yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
because everybody said something about it. But so anyway, so he played 9 holes. So he played with like, I don't know, 9 times 4 or 5 kids. So like 50 kids maybe. And at the end of it, and so everybody did, you know, played
Yeah.
with like 50 kids. And at the end of it, he came up and found me after he was done playing and took me into the clubhouse and
me a
bought me a
Coke.
pop. Yeah.
He says, no, you owe me a Coke.
Yeah. He said, no. He said, I'm
Hey,
gonna
yo.
Hey, let's go to the clubhouse. You owe me a
Yeah,
Coke.
right, yeah. So it was super cool.
But
And I
still,
got a Titleist visor signed by all of them.
That's cool.
And I got it up in the attic. I don't even have it in a proper box. But I looked at it not too long ago. It's still intact.
So when you said Tiger Woods, though, I met Tiger Woods.
I've never met him.
before he turned pro.
Yeah.
When he played at the
Amateur.
At the
amateur.
Western Am.
Yeah, Western Am when he was
Yeah,
here
at
for
the point.
Stanford.
Yeah.
I was a card caddy.
Yeah.
Pretty much what a card caddy is. You make a photocopy of their card. You go run, make a photocopy, give it back to them, and then they can keep going on and for the 9 holes.
Yeah.
And then he came back. That's when I met Jack's son, also because he's playing at the same time.
Yeah.
So I got him and Jack's signature on the Western Am program that I was a caddy on.
That's
or
super
card
cool.
on. And I still have it. It's in my vinyl.
That makes me think of a really funny story.
It's funny though, mate. Oh, my other one would
That you
be,
guys would make fun of me.
Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
I would love to meet him though.
Yeah. I got to play Bay Hill a lot growing up because I grew up in Pine Hills, which is like not too far from Bay Hill.
Yeah.
So, and
You're lucky
you
to
know,
have all
and I
that
went to
nice
Catholic school.
You're nice to have all that nice weather that they could play all
You
year round.
you think you keep saying nice.
Nice weather all
Have
year
you
round.
lived in Florida your entire life?
Yeah.
You have no idea. If you
I lived
want
in
nice
Michigan. Do you have
weather all the
snow?
time, you move to San Diego.
Do
you
you
don't
have
move to
snow?
Florida. It's like 100 and like the heat index gets to like
Do
110.
you have snow where you can't play golf all year
No,
round?
no, but it did snow in Florida when I was growing up once. I remember it.
Do
What,
Do you have
twice
snow where
actually,
you
twice.
cannot, where you cannot play golf for 4 months and you had to play a different sport. So
Yeah.
where you can go out and say, "Oh, noontime. Oh, the weather's bad."
Which
man."
makes it really impressive with this new technology now because you know.
Oh, now you can go into indoor golf. Yeah, because
Yeah.
we're eventually gonna have Hunter on where he does do a indoor golf thing.
Like I know
So,
I know, like I know this is a terrible spot to put it, but the old mall I think would be a great place for Top
what?
Golf.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
you know, the other places right at M139 where the old hotel used to be that they tore down. Now it's all construction
yeah,
for what
Top
they're
Golf
doing.
with everyone come
Top
by,
Golf.
though.
Yeah, but if people are driving by on the highway and they see it, they're gonna pull off and go to it.
Yeah.
Top
Yeah.
Golf would never want to come here though.
That'd be cool though. Bring some business
Listen,
in.
hey, we got
Yeah.
Jersey Mike's now, you know. We even got Chick-fil-A. I mean, the kid. I have 2 boys, 19 and 22, and they are very happy
Shit,
that
I'm
we have
shocked
those.
we have the Drive-In Shine opening up soon. So yeah.
I'm right. I want Canes.
Oh, I do too.
Canes.
No, actually, I heard they're coming. They're eventually might be coming, and they're gonna go in the old Hardin spot. So yeah,
Nice.
Oh, what is it? Right on
Yeah.
Pipestone?
yeah, right in there on Pipestone, right
Sweet.
down the road from Chick-fil-A, because that's what usually they compete with.
Yeah.
So yeah, I heard they might be coming in a year and a half.
Oh, that
All
would
right,
be
that'd be nice.
awesome.
Yeah,
All right, guys.
I'd rather go to them.
We are at the quitting time.
Oh.
This is great.
Oh, this was
This was
fun.
fun.
I missed
What about
it.
like that?
I know. I want to come back so we could talk some more golf. I got a ton of stories.
Yes, I would invite you back in a heartbeat. So
Definitely.
I'll give you a teaser. I got a US Open story about Kenny
all right.
who
Sweet.
left my golf club on one of the holes.
We didn't get down to how you met your husband, so yeah, we had to have you back.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Because then
Yeah.
we're gonna have him on.
We should be on
that-
together because we got some really good stories together.
Yeah,
We're
that'd
pretty
be a good
funny
idea.
together.
That'd be a good
We
idea.
could do that. We could do it together, then separate again. Yeah.
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
All right, we
Yeah.
call this
The
last
ideas.
call, and what you do is give up shouts out to people that you want to, anything that's coming to your mind. So, want to start off?
or anything that you want to promote or anything like that. So
Oh, well, I don't really want to promote anything, but I shout out to my family,
Yeah.
my husband. He's so supportive of me.
Yeah.
And ever since I retired from playing golf in 2003, he's taking care of me so I could be a stay-at-home mom. And it's really what I wanted to
Yeah.
do. So I really appreciate my husband. He's awesome. And my entire family and my support system I have around me. And all my friends I've met here. I mean, I've been living in St. Joe we moved back in 03.
Yeah.
So 22 years now.
Yeah.
So this is my hometown. I love it here.
Good
I love
deal,
all
good
the
deal.
people. Thanks for having me.
No problem. It's a pleasure.
all right, your turn.
No, it's your turn. You
Damn
know, I
it.
finish this off.
I know. All right. So mine always gets kind of mushy or maybe deep, but thank you for coming on. It was awesome to learn more about you for who you are and what you've done in your past. It's awesome to find that out. And I would love to have you back on later on. Yes. By next year, we'll have you back on. It would probably be around,
You can hit December.
I would say, no, I can't yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet, buddy.
No.
Who does the booking? Bam, bam, bam.
Mhm.
But
You don't have December filled.
Not all of it.
Go
yet.
ahead and finish it.
So, but yes, I would love to have you back on and learn more about Connie because it is an awesome story.
Well,
to find
thanks.
out.
Thanks.
And I had to say one more thing.
Yeah.
Go Yankees.
Oh my gosh. I knew he was
He
going to
set
throw
that
that
up for
in.
you.
Listen, if the Yankees.
my final
All
thought.
right. Look at the record.
Yeah.
Look at the record.
Connie, thank you for coming on the show. I've learned so much about golf and about you.
Oh, thanks.
It was refreshing to hear something about something that I don't do well in.
Really talk about. Yeah.
You guys going back and forth. I mean, Joe knows golf. You lived it, and I haven't. I would love to learn how to do it. So, maybe it's an offer to teach. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Putting it out there for you. All right, guys. Thanks for watching us tonight. Those that watch on YouTube, once again, please like and subscribe and hit the notification button for every episode we put out every Monday and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. This is the Third Eye Truth Theorem Podcast, episode 126. We're getting out here. I'm James Gill, your host, Joe Hill, the co-host, and our guest, Connie Masterson Ross. Thank you for joining us. Guys, we're going to get out of here. See you soon. Oh, wrong button again.